Hello. Sorry, I was just watching the end of the game. Austria, Turkey, Baumgartner, mate. You got to score a goal there, son. You got to score a goal at some point there, lad. But yes, today we have EG versus LEV. Big game. Good game. Hopefully. Where are we? Where's VCT Americas? There we are.
Make my mind up.
This is just for stage 2, by the way.
Okay.
You Vanity? I mean, actually, Vanity has been getting a lot of the yelp.
Did you hear how high pitched that was?
I mean, Vanity has been.
Nah, this is.
Oh, my camera.
Yeah.
He's been getting more kills and he's
feel like-
better, but it's 2.
I feel
I
like
don't
to
know.
make this legit, you need to shift everyone up one and move Vanity down.
But Athena, we're
fifth place.
just for stage 2 though.
Just for stage 2.
How does this look so far before we reveal number
I
1?
think the players are okay, but I think the order is kind of.
Would you switch this up a little
The
bit?
Vanity or Mazina above Khalil, though Khalil was crazy
This is
in week 1. He
Valorant.
took 900 kills in a map
Heritage.
against
Axe
100.
Vanity.
Albon Pexler 90 months. What the fuck are we talking about? What? What the fuck is this? Top controller players in Americas. Who's number 1? Okay, Super's been pretty good.
I love that for him. Love that for Ender. Love that for us. But the rest of it, I'm not really rolling with it.
No, ever since I said Khalil, like we need to put Khalil on this list. I think Ender fumbled.
he has to be. His week 1 was
fumbled.
insane.
Well, if we had a 6th slot, maybe. So.
Guys, TMV, don't say I banned the word in my Twitch chat. I didn't ban
All
anything.
right, we got the top 5 initiators, I believe, is coming up.
Okay.
Oh,
Doug's top 5 initiators.
Interesting.
Okay. Now, is this just stage 2 or is this in general?
Though we were kind of nice to Ender. Maybe too nice.
I literally said,
You lose the round.
Gadgoth, thanks for the 11 months as well.
All right, we got our first one right here.
Okay.
okay, Nazwar, okay.
That's where I can buy.
I'm not mad at that at all.
No,
This
I think
is
Nos was quite good,
Valorant.
even though he's on a bad team.
Heritage.
Asakurenko, thanks for the 15 months.
15.
Yeah, I like that.
Visually was good. Good
Yeah.
calling.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Hundo P.
All right, number 4.
Let's see.
Oh, I mean, Jonah P has to be in the top 5. I think he might be higher.
I think he should be way up on this side, like
I
number
agree.
2, probably.
I agree. He's been
I mean, let's see the rest of the list.
G2 forever underrated.
Forever.
actually forever.
Literally
See, I'd have
forever.
Jonah over
In
Derek.
3, Derek has been really good.
I'd have Jonah over Derek.
Okay, I feel like I would have put G2 and EG top.
Like further here, 2-1.
Yeah.
Are you thinking 2-1?
I don't know, Doug. Let's see what you got us.
I mean, he's
Let's see if
good.
he can surprise
Doug
us.
could be cooking something.
He could be cooking something. Sassy.
Okay.
That he's been fine. He's been
been
doing
okay.
his role, but like. Yeah, that's above Derek and Jonah.
The only thing I'll give him is he's
Why
so
ban the best
Skylot,
word to
and
ever
feel
exist?
I
like
didn't
so
ban
Skylot
anything.
have to do a lot more.
Sachi.
And he can clutch. But I still wouldn't put him second. Nah, Doug's cooking, but I don't know what he's cooking. It smells bad.
And we got our number 1.
Trent.
Going to G2. G2's very own Trent. How do we feel about that, Wyatt? You're making a face.
I mean, first of all,
You're doing-
if we're counting Mazzino's, Mazzino's breach, I think Mazzino has to be up here. Just saying.
I agree.
That's
I
for me.
actually
I think
agree
we need
with that.
Mazzino up there.
Who would you get rid
We
of?
probably do need
Crazy. I'm
Mazzino
okay
up
with-
there.
I'm
Who
kind
else
of
is
okay
good
with
in
Trent and
Americas?
Jonah. I think I'd put Jonah either number 1 or number 2. I think he's so good.
I agree with that.
He's incredible.
You get
Trent could have
shot.
a
You lose the
phenomenal
round.
game.
You lose
Banana,
the game.
banana.
FPS
Thanks for the
game.
9 months as
Point of
well.
question. Who you cutting?
I think I would cut Saucy, tragically, and I think I would put Mazzino
Oh, wow.
maybe at 4, and then
Keep everything in.
Trent 3,
Okay.
Derek 2, Jonah P 1. I think Jonah P is my 1.
I think you're
I
cooking
think
more
he's
than
the
Doug.
one.
Shouldn't
I
you be
think
there? I
whatever
think
he
they're
made,
going
he
off
is
stage
five
2
So, which I appreciate.
Doug is just that, by
Things,
the way.
'cause
in case you're wondering.
This
Otherwise,
is his tier list.
when did we start
And he's
pronouncing
an
Sachi
individual
differently?
of his
What do you
own.
mean? I
Okay,
don't-
So let's
It's
give
always
it to
been
him. I mean,
Sachi.
I don't know.
What do you
I
mean?
think it's good. Yeah, I like what Doug is cooking, but Wyatt, I like what you were cooking as well. You know.
Real Wisey, thanks for the sub.
The thing is, restaurants serve different meals.
Oh no, it was
And
Gadgoth
that's just
giving
a
a
different meal
sub.
than
Thank you,
the Hawaiian
Gadgoth.
ones.
I retract real wisely. You don't get a
Nightmares
thank you.
about that.
You were just
accent that I put on. Anyways, let's take a look at today's
It's
predictions,
Sachi,
from
not
our broadcast team
Sachi.
here.
What do you
See
mean,
we
Thin Wolf?
thought. Oh,
Okay.
Look at what we
All
were
right.
cooking. We were cooking.
Whoa, Lev, yo.
Okay, so
Yo,
kind of
gee,
back
I
and
told
forth.
you.
By the way,
didn't
I'm not
remember.
gonna watch
I
Loud
told you I
Furia.
didn't
I have
remember.
better things to do.
No, I think this looks about right because I really genuinely
So I don't
do
wanna
think
watch it.
that for all 4 teams playing today, it is pretty 50-50 for every single one of the matches.
You think Loud Fury are 50-50?
I think
It's close enough to 50.
It's
It's close enough.
I need to watch Mud. No,
I'd give it 64.
some things are just
Okay,
not
that's
worth doing,
fair.
and that's one of the games that's just not worth watching, not worth my time. Two teams that probably won't even make
It
playoffs.
feels like it could go either way for
Yeah.
sure.
yeah.
Like I mean, with the Pacific games as well. Like I'm not gonna watch any
This
Pacific
is
games that
literally my
don't
prediction
really
is
have
every
any
single match
meaning.
today- Every single match today is going to go to
I've
3
just got
maps.
better things to
Sorry,
do in my
Productions.
life.
Sorry,
You know, I'd
guys,
rather
we're going to be
sleep.
here longer. But that's my predictions. I think every single one is going to 3 maps. And all the games are going to be close.
Which
but
actually,
I still
looking at
stick
them,
with
is most
EG.
of them really. Other than this Paper X RRQ game, which
honestly, I don't think that's a bad thing.
I
You know,
don't think
we
I'll be
want to
watching
go,
'cause of the
3 maps.
election.
I mean, this is officially.
no,
we're
I won't be
trying- we're
watching this
getting
game anyway because of
certified
the election.
good
But
bangers.
look who it is.
If they don't push the.
Oh my God.
Wagwizzy.
Push
The
to
last
3,
FM
I
Martigin
don't know what we're
2K.
getting ourselves into then. You know, this isn't a certified hood.
All the Pacific
banger
games I'm meaning,
during
they do.
Super Week.
The hell is this?
Oh,
You're just
yes,
testing it out.
yes, I did a super
Oh my
combo
God.
there.
That was crazy. You got the combos down. You got the up, down, left, right going crazy.
Yeah, that's right. That's good. You know, I maxed out my entire skill tree and awareness of where I am. Well, anyways, you know what? I think it's about that time. Y'all ready for this? Yeah, I think it's time. Let's get day 4 of Super Week started. It's Leviathan versus Evil
What is this?
Geniuses. Loud versus Furia. VCT Americas will start right now.
Okay, VCT Americas. Let's do it. Let's do some VCT Americas. So this is, there's only one more day after this. Yeah, of the Super Week. MIBR 100 Thieves. Who gives a shit? I will be going to a pub quiz. I'm not sure if I'll be back. If I am back, I'll do this game. If I'm not back, I won't. And then what day is that? Thursday. Wait, it's a Wednesday. There's no EMEA. Oh, there is EMEA games. Team Heretics Giants. So I'll do Team Heretics Giants. I'll probably miss Foot Gentle Mates. At least I get to watch Team Heretics play. That'll be fun. And then Friday, you'll have to drag my dead corpse out of the ground. Because I will have been watching the election coverage probably till like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. to see how it goes. Because I'm that kind of person. Am I back with a send? I haven't officially signed a contract yet, but there is a verbal agreement of rumors, leaked sources. TMV. TMV, not signs, verbal agreement. What are your sources, General? My sources, I made it the fuck up. Oh, no, copyright. Whoa, because my last Americas one, by the way, got copyrighted. Don't know why, don't know when, but we're heavy on the mute now because the last one got copyrighted. So, Americas, you're in my bad books. You're getting muted at all points. Getting muted. Your starting screen still has send, but that's because I was lazy. Lazy. You see? I'm going to keep doing the podcast with Elevated. Has not come out yet. Thoughts on voting Trump after the debate? Do I get it now? No. No, because if Biden is mentally incompetent or dies in office, then just someone else who's probably younger will take over. But if Trump gets in, that's really bad for everyone. who isn't named Trump or isn't a billionaire or a millionaire.
This is
Or Putin.
Valorant.
AV Sponge, thanks for the 60 months.
A game, jail, election. Your next day's plan sounds like a life documentary on Trump.
When did jail come into it? I didn't say I'm going to jail, did I? Unless you mean jail Valo. But yeah, we have an election. I will be voting on Thursday, the 4th. American Independence Day. Well, we're about to have independence from the conservative government. And KyoCaf 11. Oh no, KyoCaf. Yeah, is that an 11?
See Loud versus Furia, please.
No, thanks for the 5 months. Why though? Like, I would ask, why do you want to watch that game? Because it's not going to be very good. This is a good game. What you're about to see is good Valorant. And then you're going to come to that next game and you're going to be like, fuck, this is shit. What's my pred? I think I predded EG. To remind myself, because it was a while ago now that I made these pick'ems. America's pick'em. I did pick EG. I also had some NRG faith. Fuck me. Fuck, man, it's over. It's so over. Why did I have any faith in NRG?
Heritage.
Tough Noel, thanks for the 23.
Good Valorant bad jerseys.
You don't like the LEV jersey? I think that's a hot take, Noel. You don't like the LEV jersey? I think the LEV jersey is a little too dark, would be my only complaint. I think it needs to be a lighter blue. I didn't do a map veto. Kind of forgot. Icebox Sunset Bind. Okay, a bit dull, but okay. I don't hate it. Where are you from? I'm from the Great Britain, innit? Fucking hell, me. Know what I'm saying?
They're playing
the thing.
Gamba, any mods?
Thing, which it worked for them.
How was
So,
your game
you
in
know, I guess
APAC?
stick to it until
Fabio,
we
did you
score.
I
win?
feel like surely Jog doesn't stay on the ISO though. Do you
Is
think
your
he's
country
gonna
really going to
continue
elect a
on,
good
or just
government,
go
though?
back to
In the region of Germany, I
to
live
jet?
53% of people
would-
voted for far right
to
by.
find out.
Well, this is what I was saying. Like, everywhere else in Europe, I mean, look, we do have our far right problem with Nigel Farage, don't get me wrong. And Nigel Farage is probably going to win his seat. But because of our horrible electoral system, a Labour massive majority is coming in. So we're going to elect like a center-left government. Very moderate, very boring, very standard shit. Like, you know, we're done with basically just the Tories. We're just done with them, essentially. But yeah, it is a worrying time. We're Clove. Okay, it is Icebox, so that's fine. Clove is fine on Icebox. That's fine. Kind of forgot what map we were on there for a second. I thought EG might have been cooking something, but we got Clove, Harbour, no Viper. Interesting. We won 13-3-4. Not balanced game, but funny. Do I like the NRG comp on Haven? No. No way. Thorastics, you're awake. Why? Turkey are winning the Euros. They are not going to win the Euros. I think that was a really, really good for the Netherlands. Turkey are... they're okay, but they're not great. They got some decent players, but I think the Netherlands will be really happy that they didn't get Austria. Really happy. How did Austria lose? Basically because they can't defend a corner. That's about it. And Austria aren't the kind of team that like is great at breaking a team down, I don't think. I mean, they had chances though. At the very end, I mean, Baumgartner could have scored 3. And he kind of missed every chance, every decent chance. Well, there was 1-2 on Artovich, but then like 3 chances fell to him. And like, he's probably one of, if not their best player. He's got to be scoring one of them. I mean,
side, and it'll be Ospas queued up for a fight towards Zach.
it was a good save at the end.
Really just King playing solo B right now.
Arnautovic should have scored his 1v1 as well. It was a terrible finish.
Similar to how they were playing the comp previously. Double lurk going up into mid. They love to run these B pinches.
Okay, double
down
lurk with a
number
wall
two.
in behind them.
They're gonna get walled off though for a moment.
So we got
here, and
double harbor
that'll
here.
Slow things down in the round. Jaw is on the other side of this and waiting to push through. Doesn't clear the close
Didn't
corner
check the
though.
close
So
corner.
2 straight kills
You got
for Lev.
Jogma on
Apop is gonna try and
Sage.
make something of this round.
Okay, you
Found
should
his way
always pick this
over
map
onto
against
the site,
DG.
but Mazzino takes
They've
it
just
down, and
nerfed
Superman
themselves
is
for no
getting
reason.
routed. It's all individual fights that leave it on to nature. 1v3 with the flank incoming.
You get shot, you lose the round, you lose the
Already
game. It's an
so
FPS
close up
game.
Behind nature. Somehow slipped past him. But Ospas is going to see that shoulder and take him down. 3 players survive, and honestly, I think
Celestial
this is
25, thanks
fantastic
for the 2
from
months.
Lev.
And ain't me
Seeing that
too,
game
here
that he
you are.
played on this map a couple weeks ago,
I am 8 for 8 in my
seeing that
knockouts
they went for
prediction,
so
my
many of those
honest
mid pinches,
reaction.
Leviathan were so ready to have multiple players there in mid to just swarm those 2 players coming under 2.
Yeah, and even with the ult comp, this is something we saw EG try a lot. I think Leviathan actually in a really good setup to be prepared for some kind of mid-action to come through though.
Evil geniuses, because you know the comp is eclectic, not just the Sage coming in, but running the Clove and the Harbor here.
so
no
no
Viper.
duelist.
So you'll see
Like,
them
why not
abuse mid
put
a lot
fucking
because they have the
Jogma on
freedom of
Clove?
that second smoke agent to be able to block off things like the Killjoy turret. But a lot of the time they're going to.
The roles seem a bit strange here. You would have thought like Apoth here,
just to secure orbs,
Superman
get
here.
those ults online. So far, just
Well,
farming
yeah.
onto nature.
Yeah, and this is something EG does a lot, even on their eco rounds, really prioritizing orb maxing. Even without the ISO, this is still a comp that has a lot of power ults that can start to snowball this attacking side. So EG, upon getting their orb towards B, will start to head back over towards A main, where that orb is still unclaimed, but maybe just trying to work towards mid instead.
I come towards mid,
Thank
maybe
you.
wait here
Yeah, see
or
what they can
smoke
do
this with the
pack
Clove.
vitality. They'll use these Clove smokes in the mid round just to get that similar cross. And now they've actually gotten under tube. The Sage wall up in kitchen could actually give them some position to plant, but oh my word, Tex and Mazzino just absolutely demolishing EG. As Jogmo just all on his lonesome here. Should be able to pick up one cheesy kill, but now his position has been notified and Lev are going to shrink onto that spike.
Hasn't heard the draw.
Jaw has recovered a Guardian here. But losing out
Oh.
on those shots, King will take advantage of it.
Wasn't
Lev
great.
able to convert fairly cleanly there.
I don't know
Got 2
why
left, 3
you would ever
guns
do
next.
this. Like, why nerf yourself?
And
Like,
already
just
Lever
put
being
Jaw
very
on
heavily
ISO
conditioned that
or...
EG like to work into that
I don't really
mid space.
understand. Maybe they...
I think this is definitely a bit of a throwaway there, faking that they're going back under tube just like they did in the pistol round, but actually moving over towards the right-hand side. Still, though, the way Lev have adjusted so far has been pretty perfect in terms of controlling that space around mid and not freaking
So I just
out
don't
the second
like
their
this
or their
comp.
Killjoy utility gets smoked
I
off
never
by the
love a double smoke, no flash.
EG forced
Like, it's gonna be a good
spike, not
retake
part
comp,
of
you would
this
have thought,
play.
if they can
And
get
Lev
onto
is
the
heavy
site.
committing
I mean,
into this
retake
space.
if they get...
Ospas will get forward. Messino on the low ground though, not quite spotted in time, and Lev get a clean double to start the round.
Wall stack
and
here.
will retreat.
Yeah,
They
EG
got what they
looking...
came for. Can instantly fall out of that.
This is
sending
not a
little
map that I
drone
think they'll ever
from
be
Calm
good at
to see,
playing
yep,
shit
the
like
rotates
this.
did in fact come out.
I feel like this comp
Leviathan
isn't very
just
them,
leaving King
for
with the
one.
ghost
Like,
to
it's
hold
not
on
good
site.
at what they're good at.
As EG keeps scaling back over into the
And
B
also
side.
just isn't very good
No
in general.
time wasted to pick up that orb. Instead, just doing their best to get the plant on the ground. And they do have the Sage Wall, which will guarantee that for themselves.
They're gonna try and play
They want
deep.
to try and get something here, a walk up as that plant is trying to be committed. Derek will get it down, but Lev really well set up for the retake here. A dart from Calm ready to go.
I love the position on top site taken from Apoth already. They need these opening fights to go their way, but Lev haven't really given them that just yet. Here they come.
Apoth is going to be critical here. Holding
Have
on
to
towards
get that
top
one.
side, finds it, but
Okay,
a
gets
good
both,
connection
and
from him.
Jogmo gets
Jaw
one.
help out in the round as well. And now this is suddenly slipped away from Leviathan. Both players spotted towards spawn, blocked off by 2 different walls. And this round is all but done. Calm spots one and will get that kill. But a round
Okay,
win
that's
will
a nice
not
kill from Calm. I
follow.
mean, he
That is
needs
a
to
great post
die.
and
There's
EG
a
already
gun
showing
somewhere.
the difference with that Sage coming into the comp. Walling off Snowman actually allowed Apoth to get that top site position. They focused just 2 of their crosshairs on top kitchen, on under tube, and win their fights out very convincingly. Very good work out of Apoth and Jaw
Bro,
there.
what are we doing?
I love this reposition too after he wins those fights.
What are we
falling
doing?
into kitchen, knowing, hey, those are two players
Yeah.
over in Snowman that just broke the wall, so he can back
So
into
that's
that
a
space
stinger
and
we're gonna
hold an
keep?
even nastier angle.
And you're also seeing how good the stall util is in the post plan here, having walls, slows, harbor, so much to lock teams out from these retakes.
The ISO was certainly good for, you know, taking your fights.
I guess
and
he must
getting
have thought
them,
that
but after the
there
nerf
was
this
a gun he
stage,
could pick
I
up
really
here
do
or
think
here,
just
but
outclassed the pick.
I
Very
mean,
early
one of his
days,
teammates
just
died here,
one
but I don't
round
think they
win,
had a
but
gun.
I like the utility we've seen so far.
But yeah, and again, Oxbox is going to take his space.
Or
in
maybe
a
he thought
main.
he could reach Jogamo here.
Got
but,
the
like,
openers in
there's
last
no
round. That was a
fucking way you can
3v5
do that.
mid EG1.
Ospa sitting with a lot of money in the bank too. 3,800. Could have gone for the op, and I think EG sort of fearing that maybe a little bit. Slow to scale forward, using those Sage slows too, just to make sure an aggressive line couldn't be taken over towards Belt.
Derek still has full utility to push King off this angle.
Just keep your eyes on the mid space, right? Right now, Supa's just there holding behind his smoke, but he really likes to challenge under tube in the middle of these rounds, oftentimes pairing up with Nature or even Jogamo to go on hunting into mid.
Dark
Okay, so
doesn't scan anything
a
outside A, and
replay
it's just
here.
gonna take his
Is
time
he
and
gonna
get-
call them
Here's
back
those
here?
footsteps. Sneaking back up into the space, but there's an alarm bot right in front of him. Should
And a bit
spot
of a
it out,
fake
and maybe
here,
even pull some
wall,
players back onto
come
the A
back.
site from Lev.
Yeah, here comes Ospas. Feeling the need to stick around in this area.
Yeah,
Which
EG
side's
actually
the
throw
real
hard hole,
side?
get that kill
Oh.
from Apoth too. At the same time, Nature broke the alarm, so
Apoth-
Lever pulled all
30
sorts of
seconds
ways.
left.
That was a Sage
Sage
wall
wall
boost,
here.
combined with that gap in the harbor wall to get the opening kill, but they could still call back into A here.
Nature spotted out. Ospas takes him down, easing up the pressure on A, but B is falling
Oh.
apart. Look at Jogamo. Two different fights. Back
Interesting, they
into
put
Snowman.
the harbor
King
cove
is still
here.
hiding out on site,
Player
but
standing.
there's no avail. I mean, Apoth top site once again.
We're gonna
EG
save
are
again?
dominating the B site.
No matter the agent, no matter the position, you can always trust Jaw to bail EG out of a round like that.
Look at that Sage wall they used to boost up there onto yellow. That is so nice.
Yeah, so
I
it's
love
not
the
something you often
creativity.
see. A Sage wall to
EG
boost
I
yourself
I hope
up.
you know I fall asleep to your now streams. Hashtag not wasting my time. Hashtag TMV doesn't love chat anymore. Hashtag us.
No real surprise that EG are going to work that back into the
God,
comp
shut
somehow.
up.
Yeah, no matter the addition of this team, whichever players are on the roster, if it's Potter and EG, there is going to be something cooked up. They're always trying to be on that cutting edge of the meta.
I mean, we can get some ults here if we
Ospas
die.
needs to hold onto a rifle to chuck back to a teammate. 2 kills is
And
pretty
we
good.
did get a res
You can
and
see,
harbor
Tex
ult
isn't
out.
gonna have money to buy
Now,
into this round.
our money isn't
Ospas is
amazing, so
one off
saving
the
4 there
knives,
might
which
have
will give
actually
them
been the
options
correct
here.
play, but
EG are starting to hit one of the big win conditions of their composition. They have that Harbor ult in play, Sova ult, a lot of tools to start to snowball.
That is a great note to put, because I think, like, obviously they're losing something like the Viper, but you do have a lot more active fighting ults in terms of the Harbor, even the Clove ult giving you the res. Not to forget, like,
I mean,
with
that
Josh shooting
second
like
shot.
this. Yeah, Josh shooting like this, he's getting that res online faster. This is a double res comp that EG are actually running.
This time Ospas will buy the operator, posts on a more passive angle.
okay, so we get an up online. I mean,
But EG are
still
very
some
cautious
gaps
of
here
this.
though.
EG always open their rounds with a push wall, threatening that they're stepping into the space behind it, so Leviathan have to take active angles on the defense to have information. That's the op towards A. That's King playing forward in B main too. They know B main is open for the
Extra
time being.
Maspas to avoid
is
it.
going to hold his ground, just work his way into finding an angle.
Calm, droning out the space. Apoth
Now,
and
an
all
ult
ready to
though is
go.
going to cause him
Can
some
Ospas
problems.
get anything done on this operator? He's pushed away.
Yes,
Mizzino trying to stick around for a moment, but those stuns from the ultimate will stop any opportunity. What is Jaw doing? He's up in the air. He's trying to jump around this site. Gets away with no kills exchanged.
I mean,
Pressure
it's
certainly applied.
interesting.
Throws up in the stratosphere right there. Jago with the ult in hand, but I mean, Evil Geniuses, they've got the plan
Okay, the
down on
ult
the
comes
ground,
back.
the ultimate to try and get back into the site. Leviathan, though, flooding out and having all 5 players, Mimi.
It's blood. It's so fast already. Apoth goes
Okay,
one for
there's
one,
no way
but the
to
ult is
res that.
dissipated, and EG still have space in base. Jaw on the swing, alarm bot active, but King takes him down. Res is gone. And it's even in a 3v3. Mazzino, a
Wow,
double, and King
just a bit of an
helps
aim
out
diff.
to Leviathan.
From Mazzino and King
Make
there.
the retake work.
Bit of old EG habits
King
coming
have
out
been playing
there.
out of their minds.
But they just
They're
couldn't
serious
quite
up against
find their
Hunter
aim.
Thieves on Bind especially.
And now because we
There
did
are
have those
rounds where
deaths
they're
in
only
the
2
prior
players
round to
alive against
Aspas.
5, and they're winning it out.
Our,
now King gets an ultimate off of those couple of kills.
Money is a
off
little
the
low
fuse
here.
there as well. Really going to bolster up their next round.
I mean, this was ridiculous for LEV to be able to pull this off, especially after that crazy Sage Wall boost.
Yeah.
Not losing anyone to that is massive for LEV.
But I like how LEV just didn't even bother with it. Like, okay, weird boost. We're not sending anyone into screens. It's 5 players flooding out.
Okay, so we
behind
are on
the
an
roll
eco here
from
for
heaven.
EG.
That worked really, really
Still got
nicely
the
for
off.
them.
If they know about it now.
And that's EG, reset on the
I mean,
economy.
this is a tough.
That they
I
are.
don't know about this comp still.
Some ultimates to
Still
work
have my
with here.
doubts.
If they can find any openers, working into the space, but Hossboss on that off angle right behind the turret, baiting it out, but we'll just break it in the end.
One thing EG are lacking with the change from the ISO
But then
to
again,
the
I'm just a
Sage,
Clove doubter. I just
previously,
think Clove
normally
isn't
when you're
very
playing
good.
Viper, you'll have Viper Molly Shock Dart to deny that A orb. With the ISO, they use the vulnerable in that
I just don't
Shock
think
Dart. But
characters
now you
with
don't have a PCU to
one
also
ability
combine,
is very
so it's
good.
a lot harder to deny LEV orbs.
Yeah, you'll have ideas like a Sage Slow plus the Shock to guarantee the damage, but that's not going to mean a kill for you. They're just walking through the wall. What is going on here? Mazzino is just right there for 2 easy kills.
great.
Can back up into the one-way too. Eco round not going the way of EG.
Still, they'll get an ult online here,
So you
but
should be
Mazzino
prioritizing
making
this
himself
whole really.
a
But,
menace back
okay.
yellow as Supa has found a way in. So now Mazzino
Right
suddenly
there.
finds himself a little bit isolated here at yellow. His Sova working his way over, but Mazzino doesn't need the help. 4 kills found. Looking for the ace. Can Supa give it to him? A swing out from the globe. Mazzino won't get it this
Unlucky.
time, but it's a round win for LEV nonetheless.
Good guy Com tried to let it happen, but in the end, it wasn't going to work. Man. Mazzino just locked in right now. That's 10 kills in just 6 rounds on the Harbor. 4 right there, but this is a
Timeout, EG.
big reset after that round. And Eco coming in here. They're stepping
I
through
mean-
the wall. They saw the op over towards A, so maybe thinking it was going to be a little softer into B, just trying to farm
Again,
up
just
some of
no
those
flash,
ultimates.
like,
I will
against-
say, Evil Geniuses
Against the
are
comp
now
that
heading
Lev
into
are
this
playing
next
as
round
well, like,
with 4
Legend,
ults
surely
of
you've
their
got
own.
4 smokes on the map, you have no flash, like,
And they're gonna take the first time out
neither
of the
side
game.
has a flash, like, it's gonna be rough for both sides, surely,
EG
on
have only
attack,
played
because
this
they can
map
just
once
never run
before.
through a smoke.
In this stage, it was against Loud, a very close win there with their last comp, but it was definitely their attacking side that brought them through. They had a lot of struggles on defense, especially with that ISO.
For sure, needed a lot of clutch rounds as well to make that skew their way. Right now, Potter working the team through and actually showing that LEV have been playing pretty aggressively in both B and A main. And I think that's very important that LEV play that way when you're playing against multiple smokes. If
Why
you
does
play
no flash
strong
work
side
on
or
Lotus?
dedicated weak side without that forward information of a player, you're just gonna
Com's
get
gutted
popped
at
on,
shooting
right?
people in the
They
back.
want to step
Can
up
we
on
tell
you
he's
behind
good
their
at back
smokes
shots?
and then exec when they don't see anything. LEV haven't been letting that happen.
Why does
And
it
we
work
saw
on
earlier in the
Lotus?
top how stifling
Because of the way that
Eco's
Lotus
plants
is
are
set
once
up,
they get that
obviously,
spike
one,
down.
it's a
The
3-side map.
cycling walls,
2, it's quite a
one-way
big map.
slows with
And also the
Harvey
way
to
that the map
tough to
is
get
kind of
back
set
in.
up,
So LEV have
it
the
means
right
that as the
read here.
attackers you have an inherent
And EG,
advantage
this
of
time
you
will send
can
all 5
manipulate
members towards A.
rotations and you can beat those
Opening up
rotations.
with a slow
And
orb.
when you do,
I think a shock
you're
dart
only
in
coming
there
up against
too.
one defender.
No, it's just going to be the regular
Right,
old dart
or
there,
zero
using that slowed
defender.
help on scale forward. Push wall breaks the
Right,
line.
so you're
Osmos
often
is
not
trying
having
the operator
to
two there.
push through
That's
smoke.
the ult for Supa. Now this round is on a timer. EG have to get him a chance, and
off the
Osmos
timer
will
now.
not give one.
Back again.
Another res!
Life for Superman. He's back into the round here, but it's ults to react from the other side. Both the Killjoy ultimate and this Hunter's Fury committed will equalize this round.
See, but now they have their
Timeout
own.
was, hey, Supa, do your
That's
best,
a
we
really
got
bad
you.
silver roll.
2 reses.
They do have a
They're
harbor
still
roll.
back into the game, and it's 40 seconds into the round, but it's the same push wall. It's just like it's a minute 40 on the clock. This time, though, gonna use that drone to try and push Osmos off the angle. And he is
Oh,
safe.
this third line.
No dash for Osmos. Smokes will get him into backside though. And a Hunter's Fury being put in here for Evil Geniuses. Here comes the scale off of that one. Osmos still alive and not removed from his position in the back of sight. Now a more active angle established. And as the Viper wall falls, I think they believe they cleared that
For
angle.
one,
It's
though.
1-for-1 for
Nice
Osmos.
start by Com.
Able to fight back in. Now an ult committed. Giacomo up top, just dunking on his former teammate there. And he'll get another.
30 seconds
What the hell's he doing? This guy's playing
You
a
get
different
shot,
game.
you lose the round, you lose the
up with
game.
this,
It's an
guys?
FPS
Go to
game.
Chips.
2v2 now, 20 seconds.
Cheat,
EG
code to
still
Chi
have to find some way
FPS.
to get the spike
With
on the
5
ground.
months. Okay, they need
They've
to
split
spike
up.
down. Everyone on site.
One to the right, one to the left.
The smoke kind of hasn't helped them.
Eric about to face off 2 players, and the clock is ticking down, winding down. The smoke is
10
gone,
seconds
and
left.
it's all on John. The first fight goes his way. 4 kills in the
Enemy
round.
remaining.
Down to 5 seconds, and John through the wall gets the
Why
ace.
would you go up top?
How has he done that.
Why would you go up
He's the
top?
master of the walls, Mimi. He goes up on him, he
With
shoots
no
it through.
time
What can he
left.
do?
Every angle for this man. That's absolutely ridiculous.
And in the end, for Jog, it is the eye by power ace.
I mean,
look
this
at
is
this.
an
It starts with
unbelievable round.
impressing
I
his
mean, he
teammate,
should
but
be
that
dead
wasn't enough.
here.
He
How
still
does
had
he
to do it
not die
himself.
on this?
That was a 5v7 that Jogamo just 1v5.
And you guys know it already, but I by Power is giving away APC every time we get an I by
I don't get
Power
why
ace.
you
Follow
would-
them at
I
I
guess
by
he
Power
must
on
think he's
socials
pushing on the
where that
left-hand
giveaway
side, but
is happening. Hashtag
surely you
unlock
just
your
stick.
ace.
Surely you just
Back
stay
into the round
here.
now. EG slowing it down. They don't want to.
He's gonna run at you eventually, so you're gonna hear him, right? Am I crazy? I was like, oh, the round's over because he's just gonna sit here, and eventually Jogamo's gonna have to run.
Having that back up again.
And then you just
So
run
it's
the
really
other way.
simple. I mean, that's a good reason to pick the Sage, Mimi.
Oh, yes, of course. When your Sage gets an ace every round.
Yes, like Jaw is prone to do.
Okay, so
EG
an outlaw
up
for
into
Aspas. He
B
does have
main
knives
just
as well.
now.
4 players on half armor here. Ospas' outlaw can do a lot of damage. Another wall for Jaw. They're flying back in off this harbor util, but Ospas finds a gap to get out. But Zeno takes one of his own. That'll
Little
open
gap
up
in the
this
harbor
round, but
wall,
Jaw
that's
has slipped the net and found the fight.
Gonna
but
be a
Zeno
common
wins it
problem with
regardless.
some of
He's
these harbor
been
walls, I think.
steadfast on this site.
His B anchoring has been perfection.
And now you've just walled
Ospas
yourself
can't
off. Like, this
really
has to
find the
work,
shots.
otherwise you just wall
As a matter
yourself
of
up.
fact, looking at this round now, that Sage wall kind of slowing EG down. They can't go for the safe plant, just hugging the wall. Gonna have to bust it down themselves, and there's already 4 players of Leviathan over in this area. Maybe a Killjoy ult to
30
use if
seconds
they
left.
need to, but Evil Geniuses, they gotta get the spike down first. And without the Sage wall to help them plant, I don't know if this is actually gonna happen.
They're going to fight through their own smokes, but that's straight into the domain of Mizzino. It is a
Again, it's just
1-for-1
dry.
fight, but
They just have to
15
dry
seconds.
swing through.
Everyone
It's
from
not-
Leviathan is making their way over to B. Plant will come down, but Derek is stuck out. He swings back. He's going into this outlaw, and there's
just
no
not
way
ideal,
he can
is it?
escape that situation. Lev winning by attrition in this one as they leave the round onto nature. They're spotted out and spammed through the
Nice by
smoke.
Lev.
Lovely
Yeah, I
reply
just
from
think that this
Leviathan.
comp is
I mean,
kind of
if Lev
shit.
can just keep banking on their B anchors of King and Mizzino to get rounds like that, it's going to simplify things a ton. Free up Ospas, just keep opping over towards the A side of the map. I will say, this wall looks really cool because it basically allows EG to scale quickly on a player back yellow, pinch around him, and any player trying to run away too, they've got good shots into.
This is at least the second time we've seen Mizzino getting kills through the gap in that harbor wall top site, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
The Viper wall a little bit more reliable in terms of making sure there's going to be no pockets when you've got the lineup for that one. There's that harbor, you just kind of got to throw it on the fly.
But that's normally why when you see a harbor, normally you go for the,
Ospas looking under tube now,
you
but
know, kind
instantly
of deeper
smoked out
wall
by the
here.
Clove.
But normally that's with the harbor
There's a bit
Viper
of a
where you
pivot
can
for
rely on the
Leviathan, looking for
one
that
wall as
mid-angle
well.
early
Why
on,
aren't they
switching
clove
over to
smoking
look
that?
at Jaw.
That's a
He's just completely slipped under, but now Ospas is ready for it. Even ready for that second
Sorry.
player. Nature gets around the corner, and that's going to be Ospas out of bullets, but Lev in a great spot after another kill from Azino, another kill from King, from
Try
Tex.
swinging through
Every
smokes,
single
like-
angle that EG are trying to step through
Comp
on their
just
little
doesn't make
buys
sense.
is punished and watched by Lev.
That's a flawless
just
anti-eco for
doesn't make sense.
Leviathan. So really building something out of this defensive side. And I think the
And again,
question
like, why would you not
continues to
clove
be
smoke
for
the
EG,
fucking nest?
How do they deal with, on A, these forward fights from Lev, and on B, these site anchors fighting back in the late round?
100%. They've got to be very careful when they're scaling up behind their utility. Any gaps in it, not going to go well. I will say, in their defense on every eco, they've
Like,
just
sometimes I do
stepped
wonder
through
what
their
goes
own
on in
walls. I don't
scrims to
really
where
know
you
if that's in
get
their
through
defense,
the
but
development
getting a
phase
little
of a
bit more
comp.
loose with it on those
You know,
rounds.
I
Big
don't
ults
really
now, though,
understand.
for
We've
EG
won
to
one
work
round to
in.
an ace.
Changing
We
the
won a
setup here for Lev.
bonus.
This time they're fighting through
And
B.
we won
Ospas
one
has
other
already
round.
pushed quite deep. He's got to fight. Super clears the angle, but not fast enough.
Yeah, that basically forces EG to accelerate into the Killjoy, into the Viper's pit. The Sova here too. Leviathan have a great setup.
I mean, that is
Killjoy
resible.
ultimate going to be used from EG on this round. They're really putting
If they
everything
could go
into
back,
it.
but
That'll force this Viper out of the pit. I don't
not
think
going
any way to
to.
break this one. Shock's coming through, but no second piece of utility. So, Leviathan off the site. Jaw on another wall. I think maybe missing out on that one. Goes a little bit lower, and now kind of locked off from the team in main. Level invest the reckoning. Calm already swung
They did
into
get it down, and
backside.
it is
EG
planted
is
for them.
fully trapped behind these walls. They have no
And their
real
own
fight
wall
coming.
is
It all comes down to these duels in main.
Someone's stopping them there.
Derek alone and taking
Getting aim
care
diffed a
of
bit
King
here,
on a
EG.
double of his own, and this is another clean retake for LEV.
That is a huge.
I mean, look, I'm not
misstep
giving
from
up on them
John
on Sunset
there.
and
Missing one,
Bind
it
because
effectively
hopefully they'll
boxed
play
EG
comps
off
that
the
make
side.
sense
That's
there,
an
but
defender's wall.
Yeah.
there's just no way. Like, LEV are pretty good at this map. They, even when they were struggling, they were still pretty decent at Icebox.
Even post-mortem,
And I think,
you'd expect to have the smokes coming in from them,
even though I don't love
you know,
their
just
comp either.
simply out of range, so no support able to be provided to the team over on that B site.
It's tough.
Ospa's having a bit of a round here too. You just got to give him credit on that one.
I think people oftentimes get lost when they're watching LEV to focus on all the individual play. But when you
Can I
you
coach a
miss out
team?
on some
I mean,
of
I
the
could.
Good micro they're having to actually set
Will
those shots
I?
up. You saw in that retake a high-low swing as Ospas is updrafting over. There's like 3
Maybe
angles
one day.
that those players.
Who knows? Maybe in Valorant 2. Coach a team and throw City minis. Why don't I coach? Because coaching is a lot of work. Coaching is a lot of effort. This is not as much effort. Do I think becoming a coach would be a good financial decision? I mean, in a way, like if I was to be a coach for like a season,
This is
I wouldn't want to be a coach for a long time.
heritage.
Connor Nodwell,
Pengu time NTNT.
thanks for the 18 months. I could do better than Southgate, yes. Inqui will
Have you
one.
gotten a 7/7 this season yet?
Thanks for the 7
The regular
months. Have I got a 7 out of
But,
7? Yeah, I think I've got.
Second timeout
I've
call
definitely
from
got.
Potter.
I think I've had 2 this year. I think I had
Very
1 early in
typical
the
of
year,
her.
and then I
If
think I
a-
had
if a
1.
half is not going well, she will burn
Couple
through
months
those
ago.
timeouts to try and reset things. It's only 2 rounds to try and course correct here on their attack.
So EG send that same default over towards A.
Did I
but this
try
time
to
fix it
coach
on
from
this B
before?
site where Ospas
No, I've
is
never.
stationed.
Well, not in
First time
Valorant.
Ospas
I mean, I've
has
been a football
walked
coach.
on this side of the map. It's always a push wall on the right side where Calm is playing,
Here.
but never to cover Ospas's angle.
Ospas spots out Jaw, but that's a great jiggle, and that slow orb will push LEV away.
The way EG scaled too, just so many smokes, removing any chance for forward offline. Ospas has been pushed back, but Supa found that pick in mid, and that is massive. All of a
Just
sudden,
spam through a smoke, or did you see
they've
him?
got to
Kinda looks like the
respond
smoke is a
to
little
that
deeper, so he
space,
probably did see
knowing
it.
EG love to step into that area, especially with the resmoke.
Okay,
down.
that's a big first kill.
Here comes the
Not really a
re-rushing
gun
for
you can
LEV.
get, but
3 players grouped in this clove smoke, waiting for the drop. Now just walk through the space.
They've been stepping in front
now I
of
think they
EG's smokes
destroyed this
all
turret before, and
day.
that's why he
This
swung and
time,
got the
though,
kill. But
letting
now they're
Calm
taking
creep
advantage of
into
the fact the
spawn.
turret isn't here.
Tex and King just holding, waiting for that late
30
rotate.
seconds left.
They know there's been a player over towards A so often. This time, though, EG accelerating over into the B side. Same wall goes up, Calm's ready for it, but it's a 1-4-1. King trying to survive from backside currently, dodging away from the Hunter's
Did you
Fury.
see him?
With 15
Oh, he did.
seconds left. The spike is going to be hard to actually find a plant. Apoth found a kill.
Apel, hero mode.
King goes down, and so does the spike.
There's a fight on the flank here. Tex trying to
Derek's
win this
doing
one
really
against
well
Derek.
just to
He
live.
needs to isolate
Well
the
played
fight,
by
and he
Derek,
does.
really
But
good.
Derek's better with the Sheriff. Now a 1v4 for Ospas.
There's players everywhere.
Oh yeah, they have a ton of
A
money,
flank headed
so
his
you want to get as
direction.
many kills as you can.
Sova in mid. And that timer ticking down. An isolated fight onto nature won't be given away. A swing ready from back yellow, and the players will encroach as EG take a thrifty round win.
Okay, big thrifty
Huge
win.
time out there. EG winning the
round
round.
before the switch.
Get things back on track here with just 1 more left. And they get the thrifty too. It's all off the back of Supa finding that pick in mid. Yeah, we get to see it right
Yeah,
here.
smoke
Nice
was a
shot
little
coming through
deep.
from him. Also the trade, Apoth's Ghost. Being able to find that kill, upgrade into the rifle, and get that second one. Not every day you see the Harbors kind of farming, but it's been a good day.
Big round from Derek. He
especially
dealt with
for
that
Mazzino.
basically as
Knocked
well as
out
you
round
could.
Apoth too.
Okay, last round. 1 off a
Last round
silver
and a
ult,
half here.
2 off a global. Could get that. And a res.
EG on a fight towards A, as we've seen many times before. And LEV yet again getting control of that ult orb.
Early dash, just 10 seconds in. Ospas not even taking a shot with that one.
Okay, they don't like that. They're going to come back to the harbor.
Xeno's all on his own here. So Killjoy utility to play on with as he falls back into yellow, but he's looking for that opener first. Not anymore, though, as he gets
But
revealed
again,
by
look,
the
they
dart.
have to just wait for this smoke to go down. Go and
Is
get
he not
that
back
ult
yellow?
up, we do.
A Cove and a teammate ready to swing off in bottom sight. It's just contact for EG. Supa and Apop
Now they have
both win their
two
fight.
reses as well.
Hunter's Fury will come as a
Pop
reaction
ult
to
here.
that. But Calm only gets one kill, and that's a res coming through for Supa.
I
Now
mean,
his
even if he
job,
just
fight.
goes forward and gets the info,
Try and get as much done with his Clove ultimate as possible, and
Or you
King was
just
not
get a
ready
res.
for that. Surely, you gotta be prepared for this Clove to keep on swinging. Supa will lose out on the second duel, but still, this is a 4v2 cut down to just one. It's Aspas with an operator. And oh, so much to do.
EG have just about saved this half. Aspas not done fighting just yet, but Apop will
okay,
send him
7-5. I mean, EG pull it back to
Good
a
recovery in that
workable
half out of
half.
Evil Geniuses. It was slipping there, Mimi.
And credit to Potter.
I mean, in the
taking
end,
that
they got
timeout
there.
on round 10. Closes out the last 2 rounds after that. Absolutely massive.
I mean,
for
they
them.
were big
Yeah,
time
2 huge
struggling.
rounds from Apop at the finish, too. Had the 2K in the previous. Here also cleaning up very nicely. EG
When did I
back
become such a
into it,
big
but
EG fan?
Not going to be an easy
I
second
mean,
half,
I was
that's
never
for
rooting
sure.
against
Leviathan are
EG. I
pushing
mean,
They're
the
still in
org
a
might not
very
be the
good
best,
position here
but
for Lev.
I think the story and the players
But
is
for
quite
this
cool.
halftime, let's check in with our analyst desk.
Okay,
Akeem?
halftime. Do I think Lev had a
EG
coach
are
problem?
currently down on their map pick on Icebox, but you know what?
You
There's
can
still
never
time
know.
for them to bounce back. And I want us to take a look at some of
Without being in the
Dogmo's,
room.
actions on this map. Athena, can you take us away?
Yeah, I mean, Jog has just been playing phenomenally, but previously we did see him play ISO, and I was judging the Sage a little bit, thinking there wasn't enough action going on, but as you can see, he's actually putting up higher numbers on the Sage, using his wall to kind of go forward and play that battle stage to success, as well as having a
What do I thi-
really good hold on sites when they go in the post
Yeah,
fight.
definitely. The only major difference you could see there, the first blood suggested was 0. I mean, he's just not taking first blood attempts. That's what ISO is good at. And here it's been Superman taking point. He's getting into the late rounds, like being one of the second or third people into this site with these crazy walls.
NRG
not even
ain't
trying
making
to use
champs,
them
bro.
in
I mean, they
the
might not make
typical way,
playoffs.
just cutting off those retakers from trying to get onto the spike. Just maxed out creativity to actually be a force.
Is
on the
Dogmo
scoreboard.
my main
Yeah, I
man?
feel like at some point Lev recognized that they had
A
to
weird way of
play
saying
on
that,
site
but
to
perhaps.
deny those post plants because they knew it was going to be so much harder to get into site.
Is
And they
Neon not a good
actually
pick for
did start
Icebox?
Fighting. I mean, Mizuno
No.
did really well fighting on to be anchor on that site.
I was curious to see if he's going to continue using the walls in a
But I think
crazy
you could
way on
play
defense, or if he'll just
Jet,
be kind of saving them to
ISO.
put up for a retake for someone
Why
to
not?
stick more of the typical approach
Just don't know
to
what
playing
the
Sage,
stuns
or
probably
if
won't
he's
give
just
you a
going to
ton of
be,
value. I
like,
can't think of any
sending it,
great
you know,
stun
walling up immediately at the
locations
beginning of the round with
that'll
4
find a
players
ton of
running up on
value
the belt,
going
like that
super
kind of
super
thing.
fast.
I mean, surely we're going to see him put up the wall. And
The rotation on
sit
defense
top
isn't
of it and just kind
awful.
of go crazy. Some Fortnite stuff going on
But-
back there.
Well, you know what? Let's get the second half underway and toss things back.
It's
to
just
Mimi and Andrew.
like Icebox isn't a map where you tend to like
Thanks
go
very much. Yes,
like you tend
a good
to.
half here for
Let me put it this way,
Leviathan,
right?
but a loss
So
on
let's say we're
Crystal
attacking A.
would give a
You
pretty
tend
good
to like
position for EG
walk
to
up and
sneak
take the
back in.
first part, right,
That's
and then
for
take the
sure.
second part. You don't
See
like
what they've got
sprint.
cooked
You
up.
very
We're gonna be
rarely
looking
like
at those Sage
sprint
walls
from here
all
to
day
here.
long. Don't you worry,
Right,
Wyatt.
generally
Gotta
Icebox
have
tends to
our
be
eyes
take
peeled
this
on that one.
and then
Little
go,
Geniuses
right,
actually
and the
pretty
same one
heavily
be you
stacked
take
over toward
this
A, looking to fight
and then
forward.
you go.
Again, similar to how
Like, that's
kind of
how Icebox works. So a Neon just doesn't really fit that pattern, right? Because what? You want to like be sprinting, like Neon is a fast
with
stage.
a 2K. Okay.
Out of nowhere.
So that's supposed to get the
And
2
suddenly an advantage for Leviathan. Now Superman in a
Again,
bit of
running
trouble
through
here
smokes
alone
is
on
gonna
the site,
be
but a smoke to play around. He'll swing out straight into the welcoming
difficult
arms
for
of
everyone.
Mizuno and Ospots as one by one EG will fall. And Lev will find only one left to claim their pistol.
Yeah, you can do a lot of maneuvering with Neon. I understand. Yes, you can do a lot of funny jumps with Neon on A. I get that.
From Ospas.
But we're
Thinks I'm
talking about
afraid
a
of
pro
playing
game, not a
against Lev.
gold
Number
ring
one,
lobby.
Ospas gets momentum when he's
Watching
playing
EMEA
Jet.
tomorrow? I'll watch the
And
Heretics
then
game.
after that, it's like everyone, like Superman is cowering in his own smoke and then still getting run over. It just
What if you
house
use the neon
crumbles
for
around
mid
you
push?
once Ospas gets the opener.
Ospas has
Or
a
late
dual
lurk?
rifle
If
here,
you wanted to use
and
it
they
as
can
a late
also
lurk, you might as well
probably try
play
and funnel
fucking
these
Cypher.
kills into him, get
If
that
you want to
late
do it for a
start
mid
online
push,
early.
why the fuck are you going mid?
You really have to prevent the snowball.
Yeah, Lever looking for a big buy. 4 or 5 rifles in round 3. Assuming all goes according to plan. And they're not going to allow that orb to be farmed up. Molly plus the shock could have been a kill, so EG have to back away and are denied that orb. They're also not playing forward into B main either, so they don't have really any chance to win back the little game on this eco of getting those orbs.
On both sides now, it seems like this game has been defined by winning this A fight, and more times than not, Leviathan is taking this space.
Such is the way of Icebox. A tale as old as time. And Leviathan going to be forcing their way through this one. Jaw just pushed off the angle a little bit. Again, that sight smoke.
Yeah. This is a 4-stack, though. A little bit of danger in the round still for Lev. But they're suspicious.
Yeah, their prep should tell them that EG do like to stack over towards this A site. Still might just
Still,
want to
they haven't
power through
seen- I don't think
anyways,
they've
just
seen
take those
enough
fights
to-
where they know they're going to be. And yeah, that's pretty much the Osboss way. Another 2 quick kills. And he's
I know
out.
the hopper is somewhat close, and
They don't even want to excel into that one.
they're just
Cautious
gonna
of the
wait
rest of
for
players
this
being
wall
here,
probably
and-
again.
Well, this might be working. Fake on the drop. Superman walking
I
up
don't know
close.
why Tex is running on his
30
own.
seconds left.
And he spotted out, does win the fight against Osboss, but that rifle should be recovered, and despite the 2 falling, this is still a winning position for Leviathan.
Yeah, Leviathan sort of know EG have to try something from a position like that. I like the patience, choosing to stay clumped, fight together. Not really take too many chances in a round like this.
And that's something I want to credit for this
High
team. I
incoming?
think they've, especially stage 2,
Could try and
done a
die
really
to the
good job of
spike
finding
to
the
delay
right
it.
timings to pause in their attacking mid rounds. You never really see them super overheating off of one of those opening kills for Osboss.
No pie avoided.
Things might have gotten a little bit more dangerous than expected, but with King staying
Pie
alive, that means
avoided.
both rifles
Just
spotted
like
to this
that.
round
Nice little
saved,
free
and
one.
Alt's actually fine.
Ultimately, you need 1 more kill there, and you've done serious damage. Now it's kind of whatever.
We have no other mods.
Osboss
Amy
just
was
2
here
away from
before.
the Bladestorm too. It's funny because Mazzino was
It's fine, I'll
absolutely
keep a lid on
dominating
things.
that defensive side. It just out of nowhere, those first couple of rounds, Osboss has reached right back up to the top of the
Oh,
leaderboard.
FM's
I
here.
wonder if Calm is saving for an off
Look
for
at
his
that.
teammate here, only buying down to 32.
Martin will ban people.
Attack off, yeah.
What did Tropical do?
That's pretty much got to be what it is. The other read is, hey, boost our economy, we're on attack, so if someone dies, we're just going to be able to pick up the rifle anyways. Calm is just, you know, an archer anyways, throwing around silly darts and drones.
Chat wants refunds and
He'll take
poll.
those sacrifices.
Very weak B side of the map.
Tropical wants to be a mod.
Evil geniuses like to play retake, and even with the Sage Wall, it
You
makes
get
their
shot,
retakes
you lose the
even
round.
better.
Haggis
You lose the
McSwaggis,
game.
thanks for the
That's
2
the
months.
game.
Falling off
Time to
main,
pay for
just
my
walling
viewing
the spike
experience.
To get the full stick.
Again.
Got a lot of options to
It is
play
optional.
that one slow.
It's optional. But it's a prime. I mean, again, if you've got him as a prime anyway, you might as well, right?
Nature.
Okay, a big kind of fake with a
Gonna
leave
fight back
Aspas
into mid here
here.
with Apoth, and King will spot them out. Shoo the EG
They're gonna be a little
players back away.
suspicious here.
Check
Like,
out B
why
site,
has the
though,
spike?
because-
not
Yeah,
gone
we're
down?
on his POV right now. Osboss is doing his best Kesnit impression, just hanging out back yellow.
But now they're
Left
gonna
to go
come
for a
A.
late wrap.
But they're coming into a
Position
bit of
the
stack.
Killjoy
Drummer
turret
still has
also
wall here,
won't
so if
see
he
him,
walls
so
off his
as soon
side,
as Derek moves off of the B site, there is a gap. And actually,
Super's
Osboss
playing
smoked
Reyna.
himself. There was a dart that would have seen him. That lurk unrevealed as of yet.
what the fuck
Still,
is this?
Super on that off angle gets an opener. And now Jaw's wall will keep them out of this A site.
Yeah, but Lever gonna move all the way back now into Osboss
30
because he
seconds left.
smoked himself and avoided that information. This timing he is getting is completely unexpected. Now Evil Geniuses are like, someone could have been B main and creep in, but the fact he's already in Snowman,
You get
he's
shot, you
really
lose the
quick.
round, you lose
mean,
the
just
game. It's an
think-
FPS
He saw
game.
him.
Yeah, spotted.
It's
Someone
coming
from
home.
up top. Now this is falling apart
Holy
for
shit.
Osboss. 10
Okay, I
seconds.
mean, they've seen him.
Plants
That's
is going to
big.
come down in time, and
10
Mazzino
seconds.
is ready for a refight from
the
mid.
overheat moment.
Apoth going through
positioning.
mid right now. He
What
might
a
be one to see him, but
blunder. What
Nature
a
too.
whiff.
Stuck in, about to step into a couple of different players. King right up and close, but he sees the gun. He can get the kill. Lev find 2 on the opposite side, though. And they're
Big from
crushing
Lev.
in this post plant. 3 on 2 now. Evil
32,
Genius is
both coming
approaching
from
from
CT.
Snowman, but Leviathan know exactly what is up, and they
GG.
get the 3K on
GG.
Calm. Lev to double digits.
Fraud 17, thanks for the
Ospas
4
lurked there.
months. It's not
Even
coming
though it got
home. I
spotted,
mean,
it
with a
was
name like
massive
that,
to give cancel options into that
your
late
name is
round.
correct for that kind of
And the
comment.
way that they
Fraud.
play, even once
And
they have all that
Ginge
space, is
Giggles,
excellent.
what a
Setting up
name.
double swings to fight into the players towards spawn,
Ginge Giggles, a
isolating
lot of
these
G's
duels
in that.
and giving them
5
some huge
G's.
advantage now in this map.
Getting into that
And what,
position
11
top side
letters?
too. We saw it from EG on the first half, but these very forward B-side plants. It's very hard to do with some of the more
45%
meta comps, but when you're running the double smokes, there's a lot more space to be able to take. And of course, with what Ospas was able to do, opening
light
up that
golf
area as
clap.
well. We're right back in the thick of things, though, pushing them again off of that orb. It's the anti-eco setup from Leviathan, making sure EG can't get anything.
I mean, we've just had multiple players like Derek is 4 and 11, Nature's having a bad game
Lev happy
too.
to just full
Just can't
contain this
afford to
space in
have
A.
like multiple people.
But EG are gonna re-walk in. Supa finds a timing with the drone in hand, but King has got the back of
Why the
Cobb.
hell is your
Still
first
died
thought
to
when
the
you see
Sova
someone to
on
get a
the other
shot
side,
at?
but that gun will not be recoverable. And it's an even
Sometimes
exchange.
Com's playing Overwatch.
I think Supa was the only player that was reasonably close to an ult too, so
Get it.
getting him out of
Walk
the
the
picture,
gun
very
back.
important. I mean, the round is, the next few rounds are looking very good for Leviathan. Of course, they've got the money. EG are going to be buying in the next one, but Ospas should have knives. They're going to have Mazzino ult as well. I think Com might be pretty close too. EG are not going to have
EG
any,
not
so
much
big
info here, just
chances for
chilling on
Leviathan
A.
to just run away with it from here.
I was hoping. If you can get the
Killjoy
nanoswarms
Util
off at a good time, they could be
on
in
this
it.
B site will alert 30 seconds. Evil Geniuses that this is where the finish
But he
is coming
doesn't get
from.
any
Lev.
of them off.
But they just don't have enough troops here to prevent the plant.
That wall's going to threaten Ospas taking space all the way into Snowman. He's even dashing forward as well.
You get
So
shot.
off
You
the
lose the
fall of this
round. You
harbor
lose the
wall,
game.
Witless,
it's
thanks for the
ready
4
to
months.
go. King across. 3
If
players
EG
on the
wins
other
champions,
side.
I will buy gifteds on
And
all my
doubled up
money.
our Lev.
10.
The rifles ready to fire, and all 3 are shut down.
Very clean by Lev. Nice
In
from
an
them.
instant, Leviathan claim their 11th.
It's so clear that they're just ready to take these fights with each other, right? They've drawn that play up. They're bringing the
Aspas
wall
21
down.
and 6.
It's coming down at the same time
I
always.
mean, yeah,
but
other than
two
Tex, like,
players
the
right
kills have
behind
been
it,
unbelievably
just really hard
one-sided.
off angles to be prepped for. Not playing right on the corner to quick fall out. No, they've just got both bodies there, ready to fight on through that. No real chance to get trades going.
Most of EG's rounds have come from some of these gimmicky wall plays, individual hero moments from players like Apoth and Jaw. But Lev is just so consistent.
Get out of
Well,
my
I'll
way.
give
Here
you
they
a
go
hero.
for the Jogamo up.
Jogamo with the up. Boosted on... Or did he just not have money to buy the wall?
I don't think so.
Oh, wow. That's tough. Investing everything into having the up here. Not
And
playing
again,
the
we're
Sage,
upping
he's playing
against
the up.
Harbor Viper. Tough.
Do you remember when you were on Plat Chat recently and you laughed at Brent saying 7 and they were confused? But since that is your alert sound, it stood out to you.
Yes, I do remember that. I remember thinking like, oh yeah, they don't know.
Dart going in, but this next layer of
It's like it's a
smoke's
very
trying to
DMV
stall to
thing.
reposition for Mazzino, and it is perfection. A
Holy
crossfire
fuck.
from the controllers, and Nature alone in mid.
Gotta save GG.
The IGL knows this round is over. Map
I was kind of
point,
like, oh, everyone
Leviathan.
gets this
I
reference,
swear,
right?
if you were watching a Leviathan
Oh no!
game and you close your
Like I'm
eyes,
sure if
when you
I
open them, one thing
quoted
will
the
happen.
fucking
Either Ospas has gotten an ace,
The
or
overheat
King and Mazzino
moment.
have swung
The
together, fought
positioning.
together, and killed
What a
everyone
whiff.
on the other team.
What a
That duo
blunder.
has just been absolutely locked in.
Oh no, it's the other way around, isn't it? What a
throughout
blunder! What a
stage
whiff!
2.
And King's the one to complete that hunt.
Wow.
I did
That
myself.
duo, man.
They're just running away with the game now. I mean, and it's not even based on the ults. I thought, oh, Com having the ult there, Ospas knives, like, maybe that's going to be the thing to do it. No, it's just great.
1,
coordinated
2,
play.
3.
King and Mazzino racking on opposite sides of center.
Is
Even after
absurd.
Ospas. Look at this. They're all turning around to look at King, and Mazzino's just swinging the left side at the same time.
And if you remember Shanghai,
Beautiful, boys.
Is Lev winning champs?
it was
No.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
The critiques of this team were that the fundamentals were off, that they weren't trading together, they weren't having
They're
those
gonna fucking
swings
flex
together
on
set up
them.
in the late round. Here, it's ready. And EG will change up a fast play towards A.
5 Guardians for Evil Geniuses, but their B-side is in shambles. Nature is all on his own. What can he find from back yellow? They know where he is.
Ospas.
Absolutely nothing. Ospas is still going, Mimi.
What a start to this round. Tex on the fight. Now this
call.
is just duel after duel. But EG will pick
Okay,
up
they
a
know where they
few.
both are though.
3v2 for a retake.
Tom should be in a
Another
good
fight
spot to
coming
get a
back
free
through
one
mid.
here.
And Supa just got the res. It could be a 3-on-3. Fiji play their cards right. Supa spotted dropping. Pathing back to Snowman. They're both isolated here, and Calm is on the prowl.
This timing on the repush is perfection from Calm. Derek not looking, it's a freebie. And now one man to stand. Superman on the swing, a dink received through the box, and Leviathan ready to put an end to things. 13-5, a dominant start to this series.
Okay. I was, yeah, not close. I am interested for when I do the stats. I'm going to guess that Clove's win rate will be maybe the worst of any agent. That wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, the agent's just dog shit in a pro setting.
You get shot, you lose the round, you
Paul
lose
the
the
Star,
game.
thanks for the
It's an
4
FPS
months.
game.
That's just my opinion.
GG.
But it is my opinion. I just don't get Clove. Unpicking Clove ever, really. Again, Clove is just an omen, but bad. Don't really get it. Anyway, yeah, hopefully EG don't play a shit comp. It looks like Icebox is a big weakness for them, to be honest, and good pick by Lev. But yeah, not great really from EG there. Relatively fast map. What shall we do? God, I don't care. Leaders who open Summer Olympics. Well, 2012 London. I would guess would have been the Queen. (2008) Beijing. Was Xi Jinping in 2008? I don't think he was he? Brezhnev is what? Moscow 1980. What was the guy who was the fucking Prime Minister of Japan? Well, I mean, we know that one. Oh, was it the Emperor? (1948) London. Fuck, what king would that have been? I don't know. Who's Beijing? Ronald Reagan would have been 84. 96 would have been Clinton. Is Clinton on here? He is. Now there's another queen on here and Prince Philip. Prince Philip is from Greece. But surely he didn't open the one in Greece. He might have done the one in Australia, though. I mean, you would assume... Does Greece still have a king? No, I don't think it does it? So this has to be this. Right, which two Japan ones? Hirohito... was... God, which one's... Fuck, which one is the new Japanese emperor? Who's the emperor now? Is it Hirohito now? I recognize the name. No, it was not. Okay, we're getting there, slowly. These ones are going to be tough, though. These different names of presidents I've never heard of. Who was the king in fucking 1948? I don't know. I think Sydney is going to be you. Fuck. Is it the queen? No? Bruh. Oh, I bet this one is. Fuck. That one was you. Was the Canadian one you? It was. Damn, Canada. What king did we have? Was it? I think it was Edward. Fuck, was it fucking George? It was. Unlucky. And this one... Oh, of course. I didn't even read the fucking number. We did have an Edward VIII, right? Isn't he? Is he the one that abdicated? Yeah, he was the abdication one. King Albert. I mean, who's got a French name? This. Fuck. Let's go. I mean, who would be acting president? I mean, this guy must be the Greece one. Who's that other? Let's go. Hold on. Cooking. Hold on. Who's the Brazilian president? Gustavo? Fuck. What the fuck? I mean, Helsinki has to be the guy with the Finnish name. Game hasn't started, has it? No. Seoul must be this guy. Sydney. Oh, fuck. Who are you, Sydney? What the fuck? Governor General. Idiots. Okay, who was it? Who are you? Wow, you had an acting president. You didn't even have a full president. I could have got that one if I had bothered to look at it. I got above the average though, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters, okay? Find that team, hot or cold. What? Hot or cold? The Heat? What? Vikings, not in the NFC. Oh, it's just fucking... Oh, I see. Oh, this is quite cool. Oh, fuck. Fuck. What's in the West? Chiefs. Spell Chiefs right. So it's in the fucking East. Bills. NHL. I don't know. I don't fucking know. The Blues. Fuck. What are they called? Blackhawks? Fuck. Not a clue. Not in the Eastern Conference. Lakers. Not in Pacific. Nuggets. What? So they're not in the Northwest. So they're in the Southwest, but not in Pacific. Dallas Mavericks? Other Southwest team? Huh? Houston? What's their team called? Do Houston have a basketball team? The Rockets? No, I didn't even know that. It's not even the Rockets! MLB. Random guess. Yankees. Not in that league. In the other league. Which I, of course, know what that means. That means it must be the Reds. Not in the Central. Of course they're not in the Central. Why would they be? They'd be in the West. They'd be the fucking, what's the Oakland? The A's. No, not there in the AL, of course. Why would they not be? How the fuck are you meant to know? The Blue Jays? Nope, wrong one again. Twins? No, wrong again. Braves? Oh, the other NL East team. Oh, okay. The Marlins? No, another different one that, of course, I know. The 76ers? Oh, no, not them neither. Oh, whoopsie dee. I guess I've just go fuck yourself, TMV. I don't know. Does Tampa have a team? The Washington Nationals, the Memphis Grizzlies, and the Colorado Avalanche. Unlucky. Okay, double
See the
neon.
Ospuck
Yes.
Neon. I love this so much.
You were hoping for this.
Yeah.
We got it. This was the point of this matchup even happening. We needed to see Neon versus
Ignore
Neon.
the first
Like I said, if it didn't
I
happen,
like that kind
was
of quiz,
going
though.
home. I'm glad we've got it. Georgimo, obviously, in that game against Loud, he was just breaking ankles, styling on everybody.
That feels copyright. Hot or cold? Find that country, hot or cold. Oh, this is in my wheelhouse. Africa, Rwanda. Malta. Oh, freezing. Norway. Cold. UK. Cold. Poland. Boiling. Czechia. Warm. Lithuania. Correct. Asia. Myanmar. Boiling. Laos.
Much better position in the standings, have a chance to fight on map 3.
Yeah.
And to decide it's Neon versus Neon.
It's going to be so sick. Right now, EG is right on that edge of 6th place and making it up into the top 6 for playoffs.
As if it was just
Heading into
Rwanda.
Sunset, though, Potter seemed very confident coming into this
As if it
map.
was just fucking
Was a bit
Rwanda.
self-critical of the read she had going into that first half, but feeling a lot better about
As
the
if I
start
just
of this one. Gotta
picked
win the pistol,
Rwanda and it
she
was.
says. That's what we're going to be looking at here for EG.
By the way, do you want to hear an interesting foreign policy that the Conservative government? I'm sure this won't have made news anywhere else, but this is
Really
insane,
from
isn't
EG
it?
Right now. One
So,
Prowler
the
clears out, says
Conservative
there's gonna be
government
no mid-aggression yet, but look at the instant response from Lev already
tried
moving back up
to
here,
implement a
potentially
scheme
fight back into mid.
Where illegal immigrants would be shipped to Rwanda against their will.
I like the little push and pull, right? EG bait
We would
that
just
rotate over,
board them on a
instantly go back
plane
over into the A space.
and ship them to the middle of
Utah
Africa.
like you're talking about, but now they've got some pretty forward angles. EG looking in this with Superman.
How fucking
Paranoid
insane
if
is
they
that?
need it to go ahead and scale on forward. There's just 3 players completely locked back into shop as EG scale up to the plant. Hold on.
Tom gets one. I think that was just
Okay,
spamming
just
away
spam
through the smoke.
smoke.
Onto Derek peeking through the one-way. Apop
Kind of
is
done a
working
bit
on
of an
flank,
EG
though.
idea here, right? By tripping,
And his teammates are
seeing
buying
if they're
time
gonna
for him on this
play
side.
deep
He's
here.
already heard at least 3 players in this position, but if the timing's not right, could fall to King. Clearance is there. King wins it.
Big kill from
for
King.
Lev. Now EG forced to fight into spawn. The flash from Lev.
Well played
is a great
by
reaction,
Lev.
And they've got a
Sam said
4-on-1.
EG, I meant Lev.
Nature with a whole lot to do. Gets the spam himself, and now another one through the smoke. Somehow
Gotta
making it
imagine
look
he gets
close,
this
but
kill.
Vizino will finish things off for Lev.
Okay, nice round by Lev though overall.
Active
Obviously
Lev
they get the
are
spam
getting
kill,
on
but
this defense early on.
after that it was
Starting
quite nice.
with that default take towards A main off the one-way, going back into mid to set up for a reclear, and then resetting up for this retake on A as well.
I'm
was the
pretty
first
sure
map
they
in
were
Aspas
baiting
aim diff.
footsteps rotating through
EG were
mid,
playing a
because
pretty
I
shit
forget
comp
what it
in
was.
my
I think it
opinion.
might have been
And
on the rotate.
yeah, their
Ran
icebox just
through
doesn't look that
mid-space
great.
to regroup with the
There
team.
was some
While
aim
Team
dipping
was
in there as
walking
well.
behind him, Apol tried to take that space behind that first rotator, and then he's got the teammate holding for him.
And reclearing that mid lurk is a super critical step in your retake that a lot of teams can miss in that chaos.
Yeah, because if you don't feel comfortable taking through that mid space, you've got to rotate all the way back to your spawn. It is not a good time.
Level do a classic Lev,
So
dominate
EG,
in split and
another
then be
pistol
dog shit
round
international. Possible. I think they've won every pistol thus far.
Not the way they
That's
want
certainly
it.
helping.
Got a fair amount of pistols into this one. I think you'll see EG not going for so many sheriffs. Instead, they'll go for the 450 or 500 pistols so that they can make sure they have full armor. The threat of an Osboss Outlaw is a little bit too much to buy into the second round.
If they can get the spike down, that's, you know, already a win, and they might get a free kill here.
Not going to be spotted
Oh,
out here, but
Apol.
also not looking the right way.
Right
Their
next to each
ciphers are
other.
just back to back. How is this
the heck?
all gotten so strange? It
And he
matters not.
whiffs the shot
Osboss will
anyway.
simply get the kill onto Apop and regain sanity in this round. EG have a paranoia though. Slide coming off that one. Two players are seized in this position, but that aftershock was so clutch.
Big
I think
kill.
coming out of
Oh,
Messino there. Still two
imagine if
kills
Apol
for
didn't
EG.
mega whiff.
EG are getting kills, and Osboss might be a little bit on his own. Finds the head of Supa as the rest of his
Okay,
team
big
comes
from
out from
Osboss.
market. Jaw isolated on site with the frenzy, but gets that kill. Leviathan are kind of getting run around on.
2v2.
Now they can focus their attention back into main. Forced off of the spike, and King is going to be picking up some kills here. I fear, yeah, they go down one
Okay,
by
I
one.
mean, if Apol doesn't
Leviathan
mega whiff,
will
they
secure a
actually
slightly
maybe
shaky
win that
round.
round.
Yeah, got a little odd there towards spawn with EG picking up a few kills.
Talk about
Favorite
talk about
caster
market.
duo
There's two
combined
snipers, like, running
name.
circles
I mean,
around each
End
other.
Me is probably the
round
best
is
one, to be
weird.
fair.
So EG, like you were mentioning, kept himself enough money to have
Breg is quite
basically
good.
full armor on everyone but Derek into this round. Osboss, regardless, though, not going to go for that outlaw.
They do have 3 guns themselves. Actually, look at Osboss's
Bug.
positioning up in top mid.
Bug
That
is quite
usually
good.
indicates
Steel
some kind of
pan.
early aggression. Could have a fault
Bug
line
is
going
quite
right
good.
down that line for a quick slide into tiles.
Omen paranoia, maybe even.
Here we go.
There's the stun. There's the slide.
Nice from Lev.
Perfectly set up for Osboss. He's cleared all the way through A. EG will push on the other side into this B site.
Yeah, good news is B is open. Bad news is no smokes in the post plant for Evil Geniuses.
So Tex
Can't
has
smoke themselves off,
an
so how are they going to
opportunity
play
here
this?
to fight forward with just the sheriff. The cage will block the vision for a moment, and Jaw, a
Big
great
win.
fight there towards spawn, evens this back into a 4v4.
Now they
This
feel,
post plan is
see
full
again, you
offside.
really
Both
would
our
want to
neons
have
are
a smoke
getting
here, but
active. The Leviathan have to reclaim a lot of this territory. Smoke goes down on the left side, making it very hard for EG to play together from main. And yeah, Osboss takes off the head of Jaw. They've all got to swing down the same line straight into Osboss. It just isn't going to happen. The defuse has been stalled out for the time being. Now a stun and the refight from EG.
oh, the stun,
They get
so
2.
big.
And the spike is going down. We're just playing for kills now on Lev. Osboss
Okay.
will get his 3, but EG
That
get
was
the round.
not an easy situation
Somehow
to win
won
from
that one off.
EG.
Lev had a beautiful
They
start
pulled
to
it
the round.
off.
The setup to
Again,
kill
that
the
stun
Omen,
just meant that they could swing,
towards
and
A.
you know, instead of facing 4 people,
but,
they were
I
only
mean, the
facing 2
protocols on that
people.
B post line, I think they did such a good job of picking that early timing to get Jaw fight into backside,
Yep.
then finding the right moment to retreat and win out in that late round. It was a tough one to navigate.
It was very important to equalize there.
Yeah, that kill from Jaw was
The zappy hands ready to go.
Don't know what happened
Looking
there.
to get back
Funny
out
though.
into mid. This time diving
Okay,
on the
wow,
fault line,
really going
straight
for
up
it.
heavy, but EG are prepared for it. Fault line not going to slow down Osboss too much, but Superman will get his revenge from the last round.
calm. Backs away, was getting chased down by that Prowler, and Mazzino has walked through main. This round's getting weird, but while all that was happening in mid, Osboss took elbow on A, and the hit is coming off of that. Ult in for Superman. But info coming in a flank on its way.
As if he's 1 HP.
I think that camera spotted him. That one good for watching the flank and for watching shop. There's also a trip on that line as well.
Calm has a dart up in 1 second. That'll be the cue for this retake. In goes the dart, a slide forward. Jaw wins it despite being stuck in a trip. Now Mazzino on this flank has so much to do. Has to buy time, pressure for his teammates fighting on the site, but Supa's got the kill onto Calm. And he's gonna stick around on site to do more. Good flash, buys time, King down, and Mazzino was
Gotta
always
save. I
alone on
mean,
this flank. No
that
run
round
out of
legit
time.
came down to the
And
fact that
options
our
around.
Omen is able to live.
Evil Genius's
On
great
1
response
HP.
this time around. Seeing that
It's unlucky.
Ospas just ran the aggro piece against you, but also seeing the slightly damaged economy, seeing the ultimate
Then
in
he's
his
able to
hands,
TP onto
expecting
site, get
something
the spike
aggro.
down.
And I thought the quick stun coming out from Nature in response was a great way to equalize this game.
Okay, 2-2.
Right there.
It was a little scrappy. I think EG are kind of surviving, I would say.
Against Jaw, but was quickly traded out on the opposite side.
Thus far, the game has been a little bit less about the Neons than you'd expect, really coming down to these late round fights on the site and how players like Derek and King on the other side have been able to navigate it.
And it's because LEV have chosen to just blow up the rounds at the start twice in a row, which has given EG very easy site takes. It's turned into a full retake simulator.
So,
and
I mean,
here he goes
really
again.
aggro at
One
the
way
start
up
of every
in
round
main. That's an
here.
orb taken for the Sova.
The difference is the aggro into main invites that pressure to come in response from mid for EG, so they threaten their way into
there-
market.
there's
Jump
no
and look for
fucking
these
way
little
we're pushing
fishes.
here
You'll
with
see
no
him do this a
B-main.
lot. With the change to Neon having 2 slides, the way EG usually play isn't just running into a site where no one's there. It's
Well,
sending
we're gonna
in
come
for
back
those
and we're gonna have
slides
a
to
fight
peek
here.
into A main, to peek into market.
Don't know
and
about
find those
B
kills.
main.
Tex is about to swing into a lot of players here, but Travis ahead of everyone else. Beautiful shot by Tex. He won't get
Okay,
away
it's 1
with
for
that one,
1,
though.
so it's not an
Ultimate now sent in,
Not
and a
awful.
follow-up is good from EG. Mazzino
still 3v3.
on one icebox, and he's looking to make himself one yet again. Derek, though, winning the fight, and Ospas stuck behind a smoke, waiting for the second flank of this round
shit.
to come in as Ospas straight through his smoke finds a double, and has flipped this round on its head.
Unbelievable. What
he gets a
Ospas
kill,
been
he
able to
gets
find.
ult.
Now APOD has to go on a bit of a mission. Only 30 seconds to work with. At the same time, 30
might
seconds
run
trying
into
to
him
gather
all
up
the
together.
time.
Dawn is coming up through mid. Apoth is not watching for it. And he's not ready. Leviathan steal a
I mean,
round
as
away.
if
Off an Ospas
they find
2K.
that perfect
Actual
moment.
highway robbery there on the low buy.
I mean, you can hear a reload, but still.
That shot's nice.
Yeah.
But even then, EG were in a winning position. It was just more players kept swinging. Like Mazzino comes around that corner after two teammates die. Then Ospas comes through a smoke after his entire team is dead.
What players shift walk through a smoke into 2 and get both?
Ospas.
So now it's an eco for them, so what was an
You
eco
remember
for
Ospas from hit
LEV?
moves like Gira, Ospas, Gira. Now we introduce Shift W, Ospas.
And we're seeing it again, a walk down mid
More
for Lev.
aggro.
He's truly perfect.
Trying to disrupt
Yeah, take
EG
it to the
early
new
on.
pace.
Leviathan have really mixed up round to round how they've called, constantly keeping EG on their toes.
Superman.
Oh, they're
Here's the
creeping.
footsteps.
They're creeping, and Ospas is
That was
a
a
fake TP. It's a 1-for-1
down.
at the end. Somehow Supa's the one to stay alive.
I mean, paranoid to fight back.
we
In
go,
left
1-for-1.
2 players stop Mazzino. Had a lineup, only gets 1, and now Calm in
Oh,
trouble. His
it's
rifle
messy. We're
soon to
gonna
fall
get
as his
eco'd.
teammates have died around him. It's only Calm, and the connection's not there in time. EG
Okay, we
win
get.
that round off a rough buy
I mean,
from a walk-through
once it's
mid.
not here, I think we
One
gotta
of the
just drift
wildest
back.
situations I think I've ever seen
Against
there.
an eco, don't lean into it against
Superman
an
just
eco.
TPing in place.
Some weird rounds.
I
Now
don't know
we're
if he
back
meant
on
to
an
do
eco.
that. It was a mistake. Either way, it kept
Calculated.
him alive. I mean, yeah, part of the plan, I suppose. Supa's just full stunned right next to Ospas. It's a great little fight back, and I mean, EG had just lost to a low buy. Now they win a low buy. Potter doesn't know what's happened.
She can't contain herself. Okay.
More
Silly
aggro
business.
here.
Lev is just blowing the top off every one of these rounds. This time, a little more reasonable. A take into B main with a one-way, and EG slowly clearing through mid.
It's wild, though, how often LEV are looking for these forward postings in mains. Again, leaving a big gap in mid, but quickly responding to crunch back into that space.
Ospas, no stun to buy himself in some space. That's 2 ults.
Oh,
Maybe even 3
breach
send
ult
into mid.
and
Rolling Thunder,
overall.
Fade ult, and the exchange ends with no gain for either team.
On a round
No,
with
there is
two
some
rifles
damage here, so
trying
they
to
got
activate
a
trap
silver
play
ult tag
against the market
on
contact.
2 players, but
But now EG are heading into one of the only rifles LEV have on the B site. It's in the hands of Ospas. It's been wild.
so we've been in
these
this
last
situation
couple
where
of
they've
rounds.
drifted back.
But EG have the
Bit
Rolling
of a
Thunder
gap here
ready
as
to
well.
rip, and I don't know if Ospas can fight through that.
He's blinded, but will be able to run away. The ult actually getting saved for the post here.
So yeah, they're gonna save all for post plan.
Watchmo one way as the lurk from mid starts to come through. And Mazzino goes past APOC. He'll be in the back pocket of EG.
Okay, so with a breach ult,
this post, but
this guy can be pretty passive.
with his ult online, wants to
Because you know you've
get a
got
bit of a
time
fight
here.
He's really buying a lot of time off this clock. The Omen still far away from Lev on this rotate. Door being closed in his face though. Apop has to go
Oh,
in.
timing again.
And King just swings at the
He's
perfect
unreal.
time. Now just set up
John
on a
was gonna win
stun
him
towards the backside.
the round
a double
anyway.
there. He won't find the last one, but the time has already gone so far. A Rolling Thunder as insurance. It'll get committed. That spike is not being defused today. Leviathan forced to sit and wait on the site. They'll find a kill, but it'll be EG's round.
Okay,
Guess at the
big
end,
win for
the Clever
EG.
gonna be
Can't
happy
get
they got
out.
the Rolling
I
Thunder
wonder if
out,
you
but
should
don't
ult
forget
out.
They spent both Calm and Mazzino's
Is an
ult
ult worth a
at the start
gun?
of that one. We're definitely
Omen
looking
ult
to have
on
a chance
defense.
to win in that.
Maybe.
We're gonna hit the brakes for a second because I just saw an off purchase for Ospas on this Neon. It's been pretty guns blazing from him so far, but looking to take a little bit more of a line holding approach with that gun.
What do you make of it? It seems hard to get value against a Fade, a Breach, and
Okay,
Neon
so they
who's
take a
running through.
time
There's
out here,
lot of
Lev.
util to clear.
Their
I
aggro,
don't
they haven't
like
managed
it
to
in general,
run
but
into
as a
them straight
pace
away, it feels
change
like, other than
from
that
Lev,
bonus
I
round where
don't
they got an early
necessarily mind
kill.
it, especially because I think EG have been creeping up rather slowly into mains.
EG
They're
have been
holding a
taking
lot
their
of their
time.
util for the execs.
Oh, we need to
tough.
mute. Four, 3. I think Lev will be a little disappointed, to be honest. That eco round loss was pretty tough. I didn't love the idea. Maybe just because they're playing a lot of retake B as well. Or Lev, which I think is generally not a winning formula for the most part, because it buns it.
How active EG are getting. It's not
Or
all
certainly
that
not the
common on
type of
Sunset to
retakes
play
that we're
very
seeing.
active
So we
post
got
play,
an up, we
especially
put it
that
on B.
site.
Ospas has his
Maybe
op
not a
trained
big
towards B
surprise.
main. And if this comes down to a retake on A, that op could be
Like, I think when you're playing on B here,
It kind
like
of
again,
forces Lev
use
to-
Heretics as your example, you
fight off of
always
these
see
cyber trips a little
Benji
more
finding
aggressively.
kills
They're
here,
trying to
right?
fake pressure
Benji
over
is
towards A
always
because,
getting kills on
look, they've got
B.
the fault line ready
He
to go. They're gonna
very
send out a dart
rarely
up
lets
the rim
someone
too.
just come
I
in
would
onto the
imagine
site
just
with
Cypher
no
util held behind.
with like
EG sees
no
one
fight.
follow up off that util.
The whole idea
Unless they've got,
is
like,
use
big
this
ults.
util to push them into the up, to push EG into Ospas, but EG just aren't biting at the time.
They're just going to commit into
Oh.
A. Suba has an entry onto Tex. Ospas's op actually could get some value here, as Apop on the lurk will peek back into main.
Oh my goodness.
But while all this is going on, Lev has somehow taken back control. There's the shot for Ospas, and now a 2v2 on the site. Suba's already
2v2,
found
so-
one, but needs to help his teammate reclaim that spike.
You know that
They'll
Asper's on the
get
other
a
side of the
plant.
map.
Should be a gun for Ospas to switch over to. Up in shop, he ditches the op early so he doesn't make a sound. He's gonna come in here quietly with King, actually using that smoke to cross to the other side. Clear out the majority of main. How far does King
Ain't
want to
gonna
go?
wrap around.
He's going all the way around, Mimi.
Ospas has a stun. He can pull some pressure off his teammate.
A paranoia 2 from King.
think he
Smoke
should've
just
shot
came
that.
up on the recharge.
And EGR doubled up. One spotted. Stun is good. Slide in for Ospas, running them down.
Well played.
He's a menace.
The spot from Ospas
Well
there,
played.
and King is instantly ready to snap on the paranoia. That is a good retake. And that's what they needed, right? Lev
I
had
mean,
been
not well
struggling in
played
that
by
department.
EG.
This time
2v2,
it's
you have to
2-on-2,
be
very
more
chaotic
proactive
situation.
than that.
But they coordinate perfectly together to win
Yeah,
that
you
one
have
out.
to push something.
And
Can't
that's
just
how
sit on
Lev
the
tied
side
his game
scared.
back up. This round was looking all
When they killed
EGs,
Common Plant, they probably
but
need to
that
push
late
CT or
kill
something.
found on the lurk from Ospas's operator and the recovery of that rifle in the late round keeps him in it.
Okay, so not an amazing buy here. We got a
EG
Ghost, a
maybe
Bulldog.
attacking a day faster this round. It's basically the same setup. Up still over towards B.
Yep. Okay, shit.
Lev showing similar default
Different
utility,
day.
just a new location to send the dart out from.
Again, though, the utility is just completely disrespected here, and EG have main control.
What EG don't have is the perfect buy. Never been able to get a foothold and string together a few
So they
comfortable
destroy
rounds.
a camera here, so they're trying to
But EG are
disguise
just gonna
maybe
look
that
to
there is
fish
a
here
lurk
with
at all.
Juggernaut. They've got the fault line ready to go off of Jaw's contact, make sure a second player can't swing into the line.
Because it's
and
a
once they're
neon, so
happy,
if Aspas ever
content,
does
they
start
realize,
running
LEV
away,
aren't
he'll
playing to
probably be
fight
too
us back
fast
into
for
elbow.
Apoth, really.
They can creep up a little bit further and maybe look to pop into the site.
EG have waited long enough that the stun and dart from Calm and Mizzino are going to be coming back online now. That's a ton of supportive utility for Tex. But
Yeah,
he
so they're
still
picking a
has
bad
to get
time
it
to
done
go, really.
himself. The players from EG start to pressure. An aftershock forces him out of his angle. Safety found in a cage. A slide in from Jaw. That's an opener for Tex. And no one was there on the trade, so EG, again, locked out. And the lurker killed.
The Omen can't even ult in.
Okay,
Superman
nice
has to
from
cancel
Lev.
'cause there's an
EG,
up right in his face.
probably a timeout
30
after this one,
seconds
I would
left,
have
and they're
thought.
just funneled into a one-way. It's not going to happen. Simple as that. Leviathan shut it down on the A site.
That round is all about Tex. And honestly, about how long EG waited in letting their util come back online. That meant Breach
Tough.
and Silver
Tough for
were both there
EG.
to
Lev
support
looking
Tex.
just
He
good again.
completely
They look
isolates those
they look
fights
like
with
they know
great
what they're
supportive util
doing.
from
Their
his
reactions look
initiators
fairly
and,
good for the
I mean,
most
basically
part.
single-handedly wins
And I think
that
EG,
round
they're
for
just
them.
struggling to
It's no fun
find...
to play the Neon into the
You know, we're
cipher,
just
that's
getting
for
stunned
sure,
here at
but
the
on
start
top
of the
of
round.
this,
It looks like
EG aren't
Jomo wants to
actually
fucking
threatening
send
any
it, right?
space
But
into
he's just
mid.
not
This
getting
is
the
now 2
chance
rounds in a
to
row.
because
Lev have been pretty comfortable to stack
Lev
a
are
lot of
just
players over
stunning
towards
A main to start, and they're
Aspas
saying
is
you're
upping
not
on
gonna...
that forward line in B main.
We're not
They
gonna let
only
you
need
quickly
him
do
on
that.
side
And
of
the
the map. It
timing
is
of that
very
exec
easy
was
to
not
just
good
keep
either.
bodies on the A side, and because they're not
Take
getting
a
faked
timeout.
out by the pauses in the calling from EG, hey,
Puff
they're ready to
cannot
sit,
catch a break.
outweight you,
Every time I
outlast you,
see him,
and
he's
eventually
dying
you're
with his
gonna have
knife
to pull the
out
trigger
or
into
from
a
someone
site
behind him.
versus Sova breach. It's not fun.
I mean, yeah, you're just praying and hoping that, you know, this Neon with the op isn't just sitting there the whole time. But then again, they aren't causing them enough problems to make that guy rotate, is the thing. Right, like, okay, they tried a little exec there, but then your Neon dies straight away and nothing's there. Like, why would this guy move? You know, you have to get a kill, really, for that guy to move at all. You have to get at least one kill, so that there might be a gap somewhere, so that he moves, right? When they've got 5 alive, he's not going to move, right? They're probably going to shut this door, have him here, have one guy mid, and have 3 on the site.
Excuse me, setting themselves up.
Sure.
For
I mean, it
these
looks like
next
we're going
rounds.
for this
Big
again.
Jaw, his ult, which
We're
he
going to
will,
wait
even if
one
he
tick for
dies
this
in
and
this
then go,
one.
maybe?
But still, I mean,
I would suspect that if I
5-7,
was Lev, and I'm going to...
it's still a lead for Lev.
It's a tough spot to be in.
See, again, same
playing
thing.
quickly here just to get the zappy hands online, but he's down.
First against
Jaw can't get
Ultra.
around the
What-
corner.
what is this,
Bullet
man?
tag meant he
What-
couldn't
what-
be
this
off
is just
around
how- he's
with
just
the
been-
sprint. Now EG
Round
quickly
over.
moving back into the mid space, but this round is just
Okay, he was
cooked.
trying to get his ult, but...
Yeah, practically so. Cypher's changed setup over towards B. There's an operator here as well. And EG will try and funnel through.
You're never ready for the B main op 3 rounds in a row.
Surely not. Here comes that flood. Tex will deal with it beautifully to pick up a double, and now the main off gets Apoth again.
Apoth is so mad. There is no way he's getting off there 3 times in a row. Aspas isn't even
Okay,
doing anything
I mean, again,
different.
I don't love
It's
this
the same
pull from
thing on
EG.
repeat,
I
but
would have
it's
thought they
working
would have
for
tried
Lev.
something
These last
maybe
2
like
rounds,
this,
Aspas
but
is
if they
no
wanted to
longer
get the ult
playing
off,
Neon.
then
He is just playing
come and
a
push the
current
ult back.
main, and it's
Yeah,
been
he's playing
getting
a
value.
Neon up.
It's crazy because this is the 3 rounds after Ito called that timeout.
Yeah.
Right?
You
And
got a
it's
good comp to
often
punish
the
a
main
Neon
that
up, right? Bait Prowler him and
defense over
he's
towards the A
done.
side. I think this
Right,
round,
you can
obviously, it's
punish a
Ito and
Neon up
Jaw
with your
dying
comp
absolutely
very
blew
well,
it up, but EG
right?
need
You
to
can
play for
Prowler
mid
that
control,
shit,
and this time,
stun
Lever
him,
again
and
looking
Neon
for a quick
into
dive
him, and he
down
will
into
kill
tiles.
him.
They have the op, though. Maybe this is just to set Aspas up. He does have the ult. Multiple options for the pace here. Could activate off of first shot. Does he want to swing through? King on the angle. Here's shots, but it's just too risky for Aspas to take a duel.
Wow. Calling themselves out of the play after the early pressure. King, though, counter paranoia will force all these players back.
There's a teleport, though. A player is snuck up on him here, and Superman
Wow,
will be
nice
able
one.
to double
Okay.
up off of it. That's
Could be a kill
massive for
here.
EG. They've gained control of this round, and
Nice.
Aspas is in trouble as his teammate falls, and another kill through the smoke connects.
Now,
That
Lev
was
still
a
have
nice
money for the last
from
round,
EG.
so-
The audio deny from
I
the
don't know,
Fatal.
you wanna
Soup
die
is
here
able
if
to
you text
close
to
the
get
gap
ult.
with the TP. Then also, shout out Jaw's slide.
You're not really
there,
too worried about them
breaking the
getting their
offline
ult, so it's
against
like a
Aspas.
100%
Using the movement to
die
clear that
situation.
space and get on in. EG still have a chance to tie this game up before the half.
Don't save. If you save, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Bro, you
I
need
think
to
it's
die.
pretty unlikely that Osboss goes for the op.
They should
another
not
round.
be
It had been working for
hunting
so
him, really.
long, but for the sake of changing pace alone, almost, might be worth just grab a rifle back.
I believe he does still have the ultimate though.
That's true. That's
So
true.
could buy back into the op and
Do I
still
want
have
to be a
faster
coach?
pace.
It gives you
Not
the added
now.
flexibility, that's for sure. Honestly, the thing I'm most surprised about is that LEV called themselves off of this early dive, because with 5 seconds left, they're pinging for that tiles dive, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the breach fault line wasn't in a great position for it. If they thought they
So
were
just the
getting hammered on
TP, they
mid
didn't
early
hear
on.
it.
And that is
Obviously,
where
the
this
guy
op
that
can
was
become a
likely
limiting
to hear it was
factor, right?
deafened by
Like,
the
it's a
ult.
lot
So
harder to invest into a play like that, and
it's
Osboss will buy
unfortunate
back
now.
into it.
Aspas, he's got
He's B main
fingers.
again,
He's got the op. Again,
He's a
back in
menace
B
here.
main.
Ooh, they've never shown the dart here, though. So dart is showing Calm so aggressively here, getting the Hunter's Fury, and they're still being an op there? That's a little abnormal.
Do EG want to excel through mid? They're one way off for now. Fade
Okay,
Haunt
that's pretty big. With 2 up a breach
will
ult.
declare at least one player in market.
Either way, they've got the right read. They need to blow up mid.
Leviathan have players ready to pinch them. 3 players set up in that area. They'll see no one top mid and pivot back towards market.
It's a great pinch back into market. Mazzino,
Oh.
though, pulls out the stun at the wrong time. Maybe, though, he's going to blast them away. Derek takes some damage. Calm gets the ult for the kill, and Mazzino is fighting on through it.
Nice left.
Leviathan are just pulling out every single ult in the book. But Jaw has kept Evil Geniuses in the round.
Oh,
Apex quick
what
to
a
follow.
big kill.
And it's a 3-on-3.
Back into even territory. EG a plant down. And controlling market. This fight could define this round, but they get away.
3v3.
Paranoia
You have
use
your own
on the
Cypher ult.
re-clear, and Lev will meet up and infest the Cypher ult.
Jaw always plays on site, but this time he's been spotted.
He has to do it alone. He's got a stun. Set up into the back side of
Nice
sight.
timing.
The slide is perfection, and King isn't known. Jaw should be a dead man walking. The kill comes through.
Do they have time to
2v2.
do this?
A cam in main. A tap on the spike. Tex fighting.
What a shot.
Now a 1v2 for Apoth. Time on his side. King has to stick. Apoth swings, shuts him down, and Apoth
Man, they
has
need to
won
change this shit.
round.
I fucking hate this fucking
What
map.
a Red Bull clutch to end the half.
How have they not changed it yet,
Apex
man?
getting nasty with it there.
It's so shit.
Delaying so long in the 1v2.
Why?
Keeping his team alive. We're all tied up. I mean, again, like, Leviathan were in such a good position, but Jaw got that forward position on site, got the first kill, and then
Like,
again,
what are they
winning
meant
this
to do?
refight, staying on site,
Like,
assisted
I
by
think
the
you just
stun.
gotta push him there, really.
Set up
You gotta
Apoth
tell King to
perfectly
not be
to
on,
able to win this
and
one
then
out on
I'm
time.
pushing him. And if I
So for the
lose,
second
unlucky,
half
we lose.
in a row, EG show signs of life at the end of the half to recover. It's anyone's game here as we get ready for the second. But before the pistol round, a special guest standing by with Elizabeth.
Who is
Thank
it?
you very much, folks. I am here with someone you may recognize if you've seen a lot of the games because she is always here. This is Kaylee. Kaylee with the beautiful pink hair and stunning smile. Now, Kaylee, you are in photos. You're always watching the games. We were talking about earlier. Who is your favorite team?
I have to say Sentinels right now, not to be basic. I was an NRG fan, but right now I do have to go with Sentinels, so sorry.
Thank you, one person in the back screaming. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to dig deep. What's going on with NRG? Why are you leaving them behind?
Look, I still love them. They have a place in my heart, but I don't know what's going on. That's a question for them that they have to figure out. But the track record, I'm so sorry.
I think they're sorry too, but okay. So who's your favorite player in Sentinels? I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna say. Can we say it on 3? 1, 2, 3. Zelsis. Like a book. Jockey, I'm coming for your job. Anyways, so you're here with your. Who is this?
This is Ben,
And Ben is.
my friend.
Ben. Here. She's not here. Talk to me. What is it?
It's like a first date hangout.
What did he say?
Oh, okay. Let's okay. Now throw these away. Don't need these anymore. Okay. So okay, wait. Okay. So like, what do you think of her?
Oh, she's amazing. Yeah, I don't know. She's fun.
Yeah, say more.
You want
What do
me?
you like? What's her like? Was she funny? Is she like?
Yeah. She's fun to talk to. She has a great smile.
Great
Okay,
smile.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, great smile is great. Can I see that smile? Look at that smile. my god, no wonder you're here. All right, now what's great about him? What's great about him?
Okay, he does have an incredible smile. I have to say
What?
that.
What?
And he makes his own jerseys. Can you stand up? Can we see your own jersey? Look at this. Why buy merch when you can make it with tape? I'm gonna leave these two lovebirds alone. So Mimi and Ender, please take it away.
I guess Swift Play is not the only dating app.
I'm so uncomfortable right now. I feel like I wasn't supposed to watch that.
We are never
Alright,
gonna
we gotta
beat the
settle back
dating
in
allegations.
because This game
No.
is locked in at 6-6. EG
No.
fought back big
Oh, that was
at the
that
end
was
of
good.
the first half, but like, he is farming. And
W Riz Lord my goat Riz Giant.
getting active back into
Whoa, I mean, I can't believe, just like, why would you say you're just friends, man? Say you're on a date.
Perfect on the re-clear. Haunt not enough to keep Jaw alive. And
My man is
Lev,
deep in
for
friend
the
zone.
fourth time in
TMV
this
teach him
series,
some
had an
game.
advantage in a pistol round.
Wait, that was a team flash.
Was it?
Yeah, Mazzino still has 2 flashes.
Uh-oh.
CS crowd is better D soft cringe.
That was great. I don't know what you
Gonna
guys are on
pump the
about. That was
brakes just a little
amazing.
bit.
That's like the
They know,
perfect
just like an
halftime
icebox,
segment.
EG fall down in numbers and they start to get
A
active,
girl
bring
on a
it up
date
into
with a
mid.
boy
As Mazzino
says,
Nah, my
we're
man
just
eating good
friends.
tonight. I trust.
It's brutal, Mazzino. How does he adjust for that? That's ridiculous.
Just run away.
Poor Derek is left alone.
Run away. Why would you run towards? Hello? 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 1v3. Hello? Hello? Run away. Run to the place where you know he is not.
He is just
Hello?
on fire. Door closed now in the face of Derek. He's getting nothing on the way except a ghost, I suppose. But
Yeah,
this
that
will
was
be
a
the second
perfect
pistol of the
halftime
game
segment.
now for Lev.
I mean, what's she doing? I mean, she kind of gave the game away
one-way
right
in
there.
his face as well.
Like, if you're that guy, like,
And Derek's
bro,
not
I would have just
broken.
walked out. Just friends? We're on a date. I mean, okay, yeah, you're not like,
King is
you know,
even gonna have
it's just a
another
first
one-way to
date.
cycle,
Like,
a
okay,
paranoia.
cool, but
Swing
Do you
through.
still
I'll
hate
take
half
friends.
time?
Is good.
I mean,
And
yeah, but if every segment
They
was
can't
like
lose
that,
these
then
pistols.
No,
not
they
as
can't.
much.
I really hope we can see what ended up happening with the flashes there in mid.
Yeah, just say we're on a date.
Blunder coming
No
on
one,
in.
like, if you just say we're on a
See this
date,
once again.
literally no
Next,
one
Mazzino's
is.
got-
No, everyone would be like, okay.
Actually,
I think it was a flash.
Why have you gotta do that?
It might have just been like a slight blind.
TMV, I am watching you on the big screen with my kids.
How old are
May
your
you say
kids?
happy
Yeah, it doesn't
birthday
really
to
matter
my
at the end
son,
of the day.
please.
I do say some bad words,
EG stack 4 towards A.
but happy birthday, son.
But Lever heading towards B.
How old are your kids?
Dart broken. Apop falling back.
Apoth actually still has the camera to place. Maybe as a retake option for the team. Very rare you see that ability held on to.
EG want a full clear through mid here, try and flush any lurk out, but the lurker is still buying guns.
Yeah, Texel was not too sure about his investment at the start of the
Get caught
round.
by this stun though. Apop jiggles. Stun is not quite good enough. Tex now.
Okay, so Lev have
He's
one
just buying
every
time
pistol.
here. How
That is a
can he
bit of
get
an
One
advantage.
kill. That might just be enough information gained off of that, and Leviathan will flip the map and play from CT.
Yeah, actually getting ready to refight into market. Great calling from Lev. Anticipating the moves of EG, but EG have actually gone all the way and around. Back into spawn. And I mean all the way back into spawn. They're buying guns too, Mimi.
You gotta have it. I think just trying to play containment here.
Yeah,
Stop these guns from getting away.
yeah, Lev bought some big guns in the second round. They know that's the tendency of Leviathan.
Look,
that big
I
round
mean,
three purchase.
that's been the highlight, I think, of the whole stream. Was that
Somehow
little
Lev just
interaction?
found their way out
I don't
of
know.
this,
That's
no
like the
problem.
perfect level of
Navigated it
awkward to me.
perfectly.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just something you get when you get a bit older. Is that it's really
Wait,
you-
whoa.
ooh.
It's fine. He
It's
ran back
really
right
funny
I was like,
to
he did not
laugh
die to the spike,
at
but he
like
gets back in. It's all good. He gets his money.
hopeless romantic.
8-6
young
now,
people.
The lead for Leviathan, and
That's
as
just like
they've
the
been doing
perfect
it
level
pretty
of
much every
cringe.
one of these round twos, they buy a lot of rifles, go for a little FPX buy, and get themselves a great opportunity to win the bonus here.
Great fighting odds here, but the big ultimates to keep your eye on, right? You've got Derek, who's just one off of the Nightfall, 2 off of the Breach ult on the opposite side. Could become a factor in the post plant here.
You are
especially on
young
Leviathan's
still.
side,
Yeah, but I
because,
feel like there's a
would love
difference,
to work
you
into
know,
a
when
main
you're
farm up
dating and you're
north, get the
26
plant down,
and you're
the
dating and you're
rolling thunder
18.
just goes super
You know, it's
aggressive
just
in the
different.
post.
You know,
Ospas is playing close on this.
It's just different.
Jogamo right there too.
You're
Neon's
jaded
about to
for
walk
one.
into each other, but there's a
Oh.
fall line ready to go from Nature, popping on through his jaw. Apoth there as well. King instantly traded out. EG destroy that mid setup from Lev.
What's an FPX buy? FPX buy is where you buy
Tex and Mizzino now.
3 rifles
We'll get the
and
plant
2
down
pistols
B,
on
but
the
a plant
second
is
round
gonna
after
throw
winning a
it.
pistol. The
Tex
idea is to get
will be the
5
man of the
rifles on
hour.
your bonus,
And Nick,
and
you're
you can
ahead of
still
the
buy
teammates
for the
there.
next
Just waiting
round
on
as
that
well.
one. He gets every
So
kill
for
but
instance,
one.
Leviathan this
Mizzino
round
1-on-2.
had either full rifles or 4
He's
rifles,
beast
but even
this
if they
match.
lose,
10 seconds
they can
away from the
still
fault line.
still
One
buy,
kill and he
right?
has
So
the
their
ult.
bonus round is
If he
incredibly
can use
strong.
that one to get the first this round
So
could be his.
it's a common buy.
Here's Jogimo.
It's the correct
Jumping
buy,
around the corner,
almost
a hawk,
certainly.
broken, slide in, an isolated duel, but
So
Derek
that is how
wins
you
it.
play the 2v1, right? You
Massive
have to
recovery
push
there
this
for
guy.
EG. That
Like
could've
EG
gone
did just there, like,
so
don't
badly
come and
for
chill
them.
back here.
That was
One
a
of you has to push him, and the other guy needs to be off the
round.
spike.
I mean, even at the end there,
Right?
seeing him
So
way
if you
down,
push
play
him
off
this way and
the
he tries to
hunt,
run away the other
delay
way,
that
this guy
swing
can just
around
kill him.
until he's turned around the other corner.
That's
but
how
right
you
here,
play that situation. It was a bit of a weird start to that,
leading the
really.
Ospas running straight past him, coming back in mid on the reclear. It's very nice play.
Yeah,
all
it's
around.
called the FPX buy because FPX, who used to be Navi and EMEA, they were kind of the first team to do it. Not the current Chinese
But that
FPX.
was just the bonus for Lev. They're going to have money back in, and crucially, they have ults online now. Rolling Thunder.
The
to build
FPX I know and
playoff.
love is dead.
I'm out of here.
Tough.
Jaw staying quiet in B main yet.
Give him
Just ready
2
to pop off
1v1s.
with
Please
contact
don't feed that
rounds.
to the audience. But you saw what happens, FM, if you
Get the
sit
time
back
to
and
cross
just
now.
chill.
Spotted out by King, and that'll
Anyone
force him
who's
straight on
decent
back.
is gonna just fuck you. Because
But
you
King
can't
doesn't know
know
if he
which
crossed
way
or
he's gonna
not, so
swing
they'll have to
from.
put
So
a
if you
drone
guess
in to
wrong, you
reclear
just
this
you
space.
you lose.
Both teams had actually committed early smokes into mid, top mid there, over there as well. But neither team actually took that space. Just giving it up in its entirety as Lev reset back into A.
And this is all gone to EG's plan. Leviathan are going to find their way into this Cypher setup late.
EG are gonna
Just
know this
don't guess
pretty early.
wrong.
This came
The
with
thing is, I
straightforward
can
information
guess
from
wrong,
Elbow.
see that you're looking
Still,
at
look
me,
how
and
EG
just
haven't
dip
moved at
back
all. I
in.
think it was just Tex
And then
that
come the other
seems like
side
if
or
it's a
come back
lurker
this
moving
way,
into
like-
A, actually.
Yeah, Prowler to
You have to
reclear
push
mid.
people in
Two
B
players
man. Like
working
the
up a
only way
flank.
to beat this post man a lot of
This
the
is all
time is
about
just
the retake for EG.
push it.
And for Lev, dealing with these tripwires, not letting anyone
Okay,
fall
first
off
A
is
hit from
executed.
Lev.
They'll achieve that goal for now. But they're very cautious of a flood
A little
retake.
slow.
Very methodical too, dealing with that Cypher util. Focusing all their attention over on
Ooh,
Sean.
okay.
Bolt comes in, but no one's there. EG
Didn't realize how much
completely
respect EG
sipped
were giving
their
them,
way
but
out of the
that's
area.
probably because they were a
Now
little
get the
slow
retake
there.
themselves.
Superman on a flank, and Apoth fighting from spawn. Lev are
Okay, the
trapped on
full
this site,
CT.
surrounded.
Might hit the trip here, Jogamo.
On
No,
multiple
oh, he
sides,
does.
the crossfires
And he
are
walked
good,
up and
that-
still hit
I
it.
believe just a forward trade. You lose the round.
Porcupine Ritual, thanks for the 10 months.
A massive
Colon
stun,
3,
buys time,
3,
space.
3,
For him and King on the
3.
site, and this off angle is nasty. King for it
Wow,
all.
King.
Ospas as well.
Okay, it's gonna be an eco for
Leviathan,
EG.
the
Massive win for
fundamentals
Lev.
in these post plants are on point.
That was real nice. Right, you've got Tex holding on to a tripwire to deal with the Neon on the retake. Really hard to work past that. You're not diligently clearing into the space. And then also just the smokes they kept putting back over towards back site. Had really nice crossfires going on every angle. You could see it was very uncomfortable for EG to get back into that area. Leviathan seemed to not really want to play
Yeah, just the
offsite at all. They
Jogamo
want to
Guardian
fight
on his own.
EG
Are they gonna
every
send him in
close
somewhere?
corner they can manage.
And EG down to another half by here.
Does this secure Lev? Yeah,
They're
7
back
wins
over
is
to A main,
definitely
perhaps.
playoffs. And honestly,
Usually
would put them in a
actually
very
go,
good
though.
spot to
Jago's got the Guardian in hand to pick if he can escape with that one. Nice little
To
flash
get
to
the
set up
buy
the
as
fight,
well.
but he's got to go in. Now that's 3
Which would be
players
very
seen
big
over
for
towards
them.
the A side of the map. Now, Leviathan, you can't instantly accelerate.
means they would
towards
just
the
have to
B side
win
'cause that
1 out
neon
of
is
2
so
games to
fast,
make
you
it.
could very easily.
And even
have
then,
her over
like
there
if they
in
kept
just
winning,
15
like if they ended
seconds.
9 and
There's still
1,
all the Cypher utility you got to worry about on that side too.
and the
The
100
stall is
Thieves
pretty
kind of
impressive
collapse,
from a
and they get the
Paranoia
buy,
and the Cypher.
if Sen made it, they'd probably win on points as well. So yeah, Level looking in a better and better spot. Is EG playoffs dead? Oh no, not at all. EG can afford to lose one game. They play against 100 Thieves and Fioria or MIBR. So definitely not dead. 6 in every region will almost certainly get you in. Like you would have to be very, very unlucky to not make it with 6. Now, if you do end up in that situation, obviously every map counts. Just live, bro. Oh no! Oh, you feels late. What are we doing? Team flash. Okay, big thrifty for EG. Is there a chance Team Liquid are gonna make champs?
Leviathan just spent so much time trying to set up that fake, and then they didn't even sell it all that well. If you want to do that, I think you actually have to put Ospas into the site, but they thought the fast rotate was going to be enough to make the A hit work.
That's the first time this match where I feel like I've seen glimmers of that Leviathan.
Yeah, that was a massive win for EG. 2 classic kills. We just so Com saw 3 people there, right?
It's just one round.
But one of them was Jorgamo, who was able to obviously sprint here across pretty fast, and they thought, oh, there's 3 people here. This is probably pretty free. And in fact, they ran into 2 players. They ran into 2 players, and the Neon was there as well.
Lever just straight up hitting B this round. Ospas ult and Supa.
Yeah, that's pretty big. I mean, we're back on an eco here, but
making trouble in mid.
so Aspas probably needs to get another kill, I would say, or they need to pick up that gun. Holy fuck! We've seen some crazy timing in this match. Okay, they did pick up that gun.
Market hold is really what's so hard. They've got to go full in through Boba, or just send Derek on his own into market.
Just as a classic.
So far, Lev still playing on the side.
Big kill.
We had a miracle in last playoffs week, and this time Too Liquid can make champs get.
Nature is there, and now the round falls just about apart.
Playing for Silverall? What do you have? Oh, you don't have Aftershock.
Has all the hopes of Leviathan riding on it. One tag through. Neon running him down. Jorgamo is so damn fast. Halfway done, and the defuse coming
Well played by EG.
What a heads up play from Jaw. He was ready for that.
So I didn't know you were a Liquid fan as well. I thought that was going to be Texas whose name was coming up there with the bits.
Too was sticking for that half, even if he was going to die. He knew that time was actually getting a little bit tough there. Managed dodging away from that second tag of the Hunter's Fury regardless. But EG absolutely locked in.
I don't think that was the play. I mean, I know they got bad guns, but it's never going to be the play, really. Do Silveralls work anymore like that, really? I feel like people just know how to play against it these days. People are ready for it. Okay, 9-9. Close game.
The rifles. We'll put their attention back on mid.
And I think that mistake the LEV made there was they got the 1 kill, but their guns were so bad that they probably needed to leverage the Aspas ult to get another one.
All Liquid need to do is sign this up-and-coming Valorant player called Scream. He has a small reputation in Counter-Strike but nothing major, but his aim is insane, and I heard he can IGL too.
Oh, that's a great stun. Full Fiji
Oh, have you not got the kill?
And the trading is lovely there. Tex and Ospas swinging together.
Again, this B site hold not looking great for EG, all things considered.
Maybe if they can find
Do you save here or not?
But even then, Ospas is the one holding first contact for market.
Was he looking for a one-way and just gave up?
This one's over.
I think he did.
Look at the money
on
A-pop.
They will just save.
And really, the difference made there was that Leviathan were able to get up into B main, put their breach right there, and then get that gnarly fault line going straight down. Ospas throws a...
Yeah, the speed site hold, I do think that, again, you watch, like...
EG are going to be very mindful.
I honestly want to say EMEA ciphers. I feel like they're a lot better at holding this B site in terms of, like, recalling trips for shock darts, in terms of just where their general position is, like, not letting people in here. I think, and this is something I see in Pacific as well, I think too much respect is given to this. Like, this is an idea that we see sometimes like that, but you know, we're just getting destroyed by it either way. Like, our focus is on market and we still get destroyed by it.
The teammate with him scales to the left of that ticket booth. Very hard to deal with.
And that's,
I mean, it's a nice play by LEV.
You know, as well. When you're playing with the Neon, it's really easy to let your timing between teammates get off. The Neon gets way ahead on a stun.
I feel like the B site cipher play
But that save means EG still have good money for this round.
Could be better.
They do.
They're a bit too
Nature actually
passive here.
playing
I
deep
feel
on
like
the
this
site
is
to
an
get some
obvious
kind of a
weakness.
Fault line.
Like again, you know, we're not
The tripwire's broken.
like wait for this shot dot. There's no fucking way they're coming B without shocking this trip. Right, so you might as well just save it and wait to put it down. Okay, you recall it and put down a second one, and that gets destroyed. Like this is what I mean, right? This kind of cypher play here, it's just not good enough.
To pivot back into fighting aggressively into B main because they've shown over towards the A side. That's where Jaw is. So EG are going to play effectively without info over this entire area of the map for the rest of the round.
Like I said, I mean, they're playing fucking Neon as well, so like they are always shocking this trip first. You know what I mean? Like always. There's never a round where they're not going to if they're ever coming B.
So they'll react into this A side.
You can just wait for it.
Stun as well for Jaw.
Yeah, they don't see anything. They know someone's up there, but they don't know about the double.
Okay, they don't push them back though,
everyone
so we're gonna keep 2 players here.
King has just been
We didn't actually push
set
these
up over
back.
here on
They
the
needed
side.
to ult from. I mean, ult. They needed to stun from here, really.
Tex does not have any util
And they
left
figured it
on this
out. There's
site.
nothing there. Why are you
Excuse
not
me,
there?
That's APOP, of course.
Doesn't make any
Here
sense.
call the rotates. They're coming in quickly. They're gonna have 4 or 5 players
This
ready
is
to
not a
play
great round for Lev.
Into backside, 2 players. Already spotted out. That's a good stun for Aspas. He'll swing off of it. In
What a
the
shot.
slide. The shot is beautiful, but Jaw will reply in kind. Mazzino flicks
2v1.
around and cuts it down to Derek. Oh, but the fight's too good.
And Lev again, just winning some crucial fights.
Did not matter. Leviathan run them over. The fights into backside all going their way. Lev continue to stay locked in their fighting together. And EG are going to call a quick timeout after that. That is a brutal round to lose. 5 on 5 on the site like that? That can't be happening.
It's this duo again, Mazzino and Aspas.
Lev looking good.
That second wave of the stun to fight back.
Again,
into the
Lev
site
did win
here.
both pistols, so that has definitely helped them on this map. On the first map, it didn't matter. They did win both pistols, but also EG's comp was dog shit.
Quite come in. The slide from Jaw.
Okay, timeout.
A bit of a tougher game so far. But it's all hands on deck now with just 2 rounds to wait.
the round. You lose the
Ian
game.
Amaral,
It's a
look who it
BS
is.
game.
Friend of the stream. Thank you for the 10 months. Loud making champs, it's Jova. Loud might not even beat Furia. I think we have seen a little bit of that old EG where I mean, especially on Icebox, but even in, you know, like that last round was a decent example of it as well, where you're just losing a couple fights here where you probably shouldn't, and it's costing us rounds, or, you know, like, if that's a 1v1 there for Derek, maybe he wins it, you know what I mean?
EG, after giving up so much control over B main in the previous round, this time sending Jaw over that space again. Last time he played it, he just shift walked up into that area. We'll see how he approaches it this time around.
Shadows traveling.
Smoke over into A, maybe faking the presence. They're just bundled up together.
Again, it's always back to B.
Aspas just want to slide on this one. Smoke will keep him back, and
So again, that
level
shock dot
reset.
comes in, actually hits Superman.
It's strange. Seems like EG just want to fight together on the B site. Maybe not too much more than that. Now stepping back into that mid space. Sent a Prowler that cleared out into bot tiles, and now Nature just holds this fault line. So the second Jaw sees anything, there's an insta-stun, and there will be no trades.
2 players spotted.
Okay,
Bottom
we're gonna
mid.
go for an aggro.
But it's all about Jaw still. Here comes that stun. Aspas gets away from it. And now Jaw has to retreat himself.
It's tough. It was a nice look for Evil Geniuses, but it's just not a kill. And they need kills right now.
We still have breach ult. What are we
Solid
doing,
call
Lev?
for Lev, though. They'll head back towards A late. As
That's a
King
massive
gets a kill
kill.
onto
It's
Supa.
gonna keep these guys here.
Draw rotations, not yet.
That's no smokes, no paranoia on a retake. And right now, this A site, not so strong for EG.
They've walked all the way up. They're gonna
Bot's gonna
drone
try
from
his best
deep.
to play off the trips, but
Smoke comes in.
they just don't have the team ready to go, and the Lev are gonna pop quick into this one.
Yeah, APOP in trouble. He has to run away from this one.
See the Cypher, he has to run
Tag.
back.
I found my
They
wife.
destroy
Cut
the
him
trip.
out of
They
the
don't
site.
get hit
The
by
trips
it.
are all down.
Mazzino still has the Rolling Thunder. He could fight back into CT with this
I mean,
one.
he just
But
needs
he
to
wants to
live
get the
and
plant first. Rolling Thunder ready to go. A stun. Instead, committed. He'll wait a moment. Off the
He's
next
gonna
wave he
destroy
gets,
them
so that
here.
Rolling Thunder will get ripped. But they're fighting instead towards Elbow and have isolated duels against King. Amid the chaos, he'll get one. But the trade comes back in. 2v3. One player on the site. Calm has a trade angle. And Nature, that was an opportunity with shots from Calm. Could lose this round, but
Oh, Mazzino, Mazzino.
Mazzino just can't lose today. Lev are laughing about it. Everything is coming up Lev.
GG.
Even when the breach ult is dodged out for the most part, even when EG have a numbers advantage.
How did he not get
Lev
hit by
is
the
too
breach
much.
ult? The other one coming back.
I mean, he starts out from back on slant here, getting those 2 kills just off of nice timings. I mean, every single way he fights, isolating those ones and doing it perfectly.
yeah, Calm feeling relieved there. That whiff doesn't count him. Doesn't cost them the round.
It's hard now.
This is fast. Ospas excelling into the site, but Super not getting cleared. There's so many players on just the other side. He'll line up a
Clean.
double.
Don't
Trades
know
there
why
for
the sub
Ospas,
didn't
though.
allow me to write a message, but sub TMV, your number one Brazilian fan here, is Mazzino the biggest surprise of 2024? Cause I feel like when Lev was being put together, he was the most doubted one.
Back over into market. Look at Ospas go. Jumping, diving around. His jaw comes on the trade, but Ospas is still standing, looking for more. But it's all on King now, and the spike has yet to be
1v2,
planted.
is Mazzino the biggest surprise? Not the biggest surprise, because I kind of
Derek is
rated
low and
Mazzino, to
mid.
be honest. I thought he was good.
Nature is not
Oh.
watching for this one. He's not ready.
Oh,
He
come
waits.
on!
He'll get the kill. Now an open B site. That Fade Haunt reveals the location of Derek.
Ooh.
A 1v1 to make
he's around the corner.
playoffs. But Derek
TP
wrapping.
back.
A walk through spawn and a reposition to main. Only 35 HP on Derek. And King primed on the angle. Time working in his favor.
He's looking in all the wrong places.
Fade Haunt into main. King dodges it.
Woo!
Derek somehow still wins the round.
He wins those?
Keeping EG alive in an impossible situation.
I thought it was over. I thought it was over.
Hell of a shot on only 35 health.
His one shot to body right there. And still winning it through. I mean, Ospas is just doing the nastiest things over and
Yeah,
over.
I thought
But
I thought
Derek was the one
Mazzino
to
was
take
good.
him
Like,
down. His teammates
So,
looking the wrong way.
I don't
He's
think
the
it-
one to step up in the clutch.
I don't think it's been a
Derek has been
massive
having a
surprise
game.
because I think he's been
While Ospas been
fairly
flying
good.
on the other
But
side, Derek has quietly amounted
Kiss.
to 22 kills.
oh god,
One around here.
imagine.
And clutch when
Hey,
it
we're back
matters
to
too.
A.
All 5 members of LEV set up towards A. A contact into main to start. Ospas very deep on this angle, but revealed by a Haunt and tucks away for a moment.
Doesn't die though.
Lev have been trying
They
to
got a-
crank up the
like
game
a-
these last few rounds.
Pretty
No
passive setup
difference
here.
Derek
Yeah.
again.
I mean, Derek.
Oh,
They haven't
man.
shown anyone else yet. Okay, now they have.
He keeps it
Now they
happening,
know.
but now EG, they're all stuck inside of the site. Nature turns it
No
right
trade?
back around, fighting with their backs against the wall. This time, Derek is looking the wrong way.
Trade.
So EG needs
Gonna
to make
plant
magic
safe.
happen again. 2 players left on a retake. Superman and Apoth.
What have they got? Omen flash.
Both
Cypher
are
ult.
spotted. Mazzino has been sublime.
The info on
in
both
this
is big.
position before tucked towards slant. 20 kills to his name. A paranoia in his face, and Super
Paranoia
takes
was
him
good.
down. Reposition for King. It's cancelled. Super holding halfway. Super is sticking. Calm is running him down, and King on the trade. Leviathan, welcome to playoffs.
So Lev in playoffs. Again, not the end of the world for EG. They're 4-4, but currently still in the playoffs. They have a game against 100 Thieves, their next game. This will determine probably everything. Who did Loud play? See, Loud has still got Lev, which will be tough. I mean, Crew play NRG G2 Cloud9. So Lev should be in a pretty good spot. They got to play Loud and Furia. I mean, definitely they should beat Furia. And in fact, Sen can only go 7-3. They're now 7-1. So as long as they beat Fury, they're 8-1, and that would be first seed confirmed, or top 2 at least, right? So Crew can get to 8, but they would need to win out, which would be a bit unlikely, and everyone else can only get to 7. So It's looking pretty good. EG probably need to win both games to confirm. It's not great that they lost 2-0 there. Again, because if everyone ends like 5-5 and it comes down to map diff, you know, it's going to be pretty important. But this game is going to probably decide a playoff spot, I would have thought. Or 100 Thieves are going to be Kingmakers, right? Because they play EG and Loud. So if they lose one and win one, whoever they lost to will probably be in. If they win both, they'll probably be in. If they lose both, they'll definitely be out. And it'll probably be a tiebreaker. Now, I can't be fucking bothered to watch this game because I think it'll be dog shit and I've got better things to do with my life. So goodbye. No, I'm not streaming it. I don't care. I don't care. 79% yes. I don't care. Why not? Because I don't want to.